Oh, shoot.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this night. Again,
Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. If you're watching the Super Bowl, I hope you're having a great time. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope your team won. Truly.
Super Blue Alley.
It was a stretch, but I'll take it. Let's see, where did we last leave off? Rosabelle got absolutely smashed to pieces by a Minotaur.
Smokes, yeah.
Knocked down twice.
Yep.
That was
But she
pretty
got back
ugly.
up again.
But she got back up again.
You're never
Yes.
gonna keep me down.
Good. You guys want to just do the acapella theme song? We were singing we don't have an intro video for this, so we were singing the Castle Mac theme song acapella, and it was really quite stunning.
Professional level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite stunning.
We're all trained.
As you heard the pew, pew, pew.
That's the banner.
The flag. Pew, pew. All right. Tonight, we are running the second half of Blue Alley by our friend MT Black. On the breaks, you will hear the interview that we conducted. We did air that on the first part, but if you haven't listened to it yet, or if you want to listen to it to mine for some additional nuggets, then feel free.
Don't say nuggets.
Get some
Talk
nugs.
about nuggies.
Some mind nugs.
Fine nuggets.
Got a 4-piece nugget up in here. I have the brain power equivalent of a 4-piece nugget.
Get the 4 for 4.
All right. So, when last we left off, let's see, where were we? We have entered Blue Alley in search of the Celestite unicorn on behalf of Volo, who has promised to pay. We know that he's good for that.
Historically, he's been.
Thus far, the party has encountered all manner of things, including a mural depicting themselves being horribly murdered, along with dozens and dozens and dozens of additional adventurers. They've encountered blades on stairs, which were really fun. They fought a mimic for the first time ever in Castle Mac history.
Mimic ceiling.
Yeah, mimic ceiling that came crashing down upon the skeletons, all kinds of fun stuff. Where last we left off again, we were in a room that resembled a barnyard, despite only being about 15 by 15, very holodeck-like, I think, and fought a giant minotaur, which nearly wrecked Rosabelle. We will pick up right there. For reference...
Well, it definitely wrecked her. Damn near killed her.
Actually did kill her twice. Yes, the mimic putty. That was a highlight. The mimic putty
looking for my
hands.
notes.
Those
Yeah,
were
the
so
mimic
awesome.
putty hands.
Yeah. Gidgewish, I think, turned those into a magic item on D&D Beyond Homebrew.
Love it.
Turned them into a proper... I think it was Gidgewish. Might have been someone else.
I think it was good, Josh.
Can I get
so.
a marker?
Yeah.
Me too.
A merper?
Yep.
A marker bar.
For those of you who want to know behind the scenes, Meepo made it to level 2
I don't
since
want the
he's
brown one.
completely
I don't want the
carrying
brown
us
one.
through this dungeon.
Can I get a purple?
Thank
You guys got the right colors now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No one wants to write with doo-doo brown.
You gave it to me last time, and I gave
I
it
did. I am trying to pot it off because it has the most juice because nobody uses the doo-doo brown ink unless you're literally fighting in a sewer, in which case it gets usage. Man, we are off to a silly start tonight. All right, let's begin. So the door has opened after defeating the Minotaur. The ox skulls, the mimic putty on the ox skulls slowly starts to fade and turn into a gray ooze. And for you guys here in the room, it's difficult for you guys at home to follow along with this map. You guys are right here. I already highlighted essentially the doors or the paths that you have seen that you have not yet taken, just for you all's convenience. So we'll get into character. I think Meepo will be, he's got his hands on his hips. And he kind of looks around at everyone. He's like, looking pretty proud. Did some damage to that Minotaur.
Meepo's the best member of this party.
Y'all would be lost without Meepo.
Oh. Pet his head and snout. You know, like this style, though.
Yeah.
Well
He
done.
kind of closes his eyes and pushes his head up into it like a cat and pushes its head into you.
Is this a short rest?
Yeah, you guys can take a short rest.
Your ancestors were strong dragons, I imagine.
Yes, Meepo, blood of dragons. Meepo dragon.
You are a dragon, Meepo. I'm glad to have your insights here.
Meepo, lead the way.
Yes.
Which way friends want to go?
Continue down the gold path. Rosabelle, are you alright?
Yes, I've rested.
Good. I was worried.
You look up at Meepo's looking at you with kind of puppy dog eyes, and he reaches a hand out. Meepo worried.
Thank you, Meepo.
Meepo protect you.
Luma, are you alright?
I think so.
Alright. We've got a bronze key and a gold key. One unlocked door upstairs. More things down this path. I think we need more keys, and we need to find that Salastite unicorn.
Don't we need to find a riddle too?
It was a riddle. That wizard statue wanted to know if we solved the riddle. Okay. I say we go to the next door.
Meepo, lead the way.
Please.
Meepo, lead the way. You all walk back out into what is essentially a hall, but as a reminder, it looks like an alley. And above you, there is a sky. And the sky, even leaving the room now, looks different than it did before. More overcast than before, but just artificially so. Like, there's no way the weather could have done that quickly. It's just clearly an illusory sky. I mean, it's not a leap to realize it's not real. It's made to look real, but you've gotten the hint that you're probably in a pocket dimension. Feels pretty strange.
Feels like a pocket.
Yeah, that's right.
Linty and...
Yeah, linty and restrictive. Okay, I'm going old school here. I got a printout of the dungeon. I'm not even using my computer for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Getting back to my roots. You can see I've got it all marked up. All right. Meepo walks right around here to this door. For those of you following along, if you've seen the map, it's the westernmost southern door, essentially. And Meepo gets to the door and kind of puts his hand on the handle and looks at you all, and he seems to kind of give it an inspection. Why don't you roll investigation for Meepo?
Investigation for Meepo. Got a 5 for that.
Door looks good. And the door slides open, no problem. And ahead of you, you see a massive stairway, roughly 40 feet long, and it seems to climb pretty steeply. It's maybe about like this long, and you can see that it turns up here. And just even peeking around the corner, you can tell that it clearly crosses over where that would be. You can't see around the corner. And as for the staircase itself, there's an exquisite rug that goes all the way from the top of the stairs down, and it's got those little brass, I don't know what they're called.
It's like a runner. Like there's areas on the side that are still
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And it's got the brass pieces that hold it against the corners, right, of the stairs to hold it in place. And it's got a really rich, beautiful weave to it that has these geometric shapes all over the place, just polygons of all kinds. In fact, you see 4, you see triangles, you see squares,
There was a geometric pattern on the walls of the silos.
The barn room.
That's right.
Is it resembling that at all?
Not really. It looks more like different polygons.
Okay.
Like, it almost looks like 2-dimensional dice. You've got, polyhedrons of all different sizes and shapes. Dodecahedrons, hexagons.
Wizard was a doodler.
Yeah.
He was a doodler. And on upward this staircase goes. Anyone who might know something about rugs, I don't think Etrigan would, can roll if you'd like to have some insight on it.
Rosabelle knows a lot about rugs.
Does she?
Yeah.
All right, well, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll insight.
Her
or
mother was a weaver.
lore. Is lore a thing?
No, it's not a thing.
Lore isn't a thing. I feel like it should be.
Yeah.
What am I rolling with?
History would do, or I think probably just history, actually.
I got a 13.
It looks like a pattern you've seen before, and it almost feels like you can see vendors selling them in the marketplaces of Waterdeep. Like, they have a particular style to them. The way maybe people in real life would view a Persian rug. Like, it's sort of like, oh, it's a Persian rug. Cool. Just, it's got its own distinctive flair, and there's a family of rugs similar to that available elsewhere. What is everyone's passive perception? Who has the highest? I think I asked last time.
Meepo.
which is a what?
16.
16?
Oh my god, I have an 11.
I have a 14.
Cool. Okay, well, here's this massive staircase with this beautiful runner rug. The walls, again, are brick. Looks like a alleyway. It looks like a staircase with a beautiful rug in the middle of an alleyway.
Is it possible to go up the stairs on the side without touching the rug?
Yes, but I think there's only a couple of inches between the rug and the wall, so I think doing so would require a dexterity check. Relatively low, but it's kind of like a little kid thing. Like you've kind of got to, okay, and then like manage to get your leg past it. Because again, there's only about 6 inches. And the staircase itself is about 5 inches wide. So either you're like straddling the two sides.
So yeah, could I?
Why are we
do
avoiding
this
the
move?
rug?
I'm just wondering. I mean, it does it look faded at all? It looks rich.
It
and
looks
nice,
it
I'm
looks
assuming.
nice. It looks well manicured, well taken care of.
I'm gonna get down as low as I can to like see if I can look and see if there are any animal hairs in it.
Beautiful. Make a perception check. I'll even give you advantage because the colors are so unnatural that animal hairs would stand out on it. You don't see any. In fact, the hairs that you're looking at are all, or not the hairs, the fabric are all perfect length. Like you're like, damn, like it is unnaturally perfect. Careful, that's making a lot of noise.
This rug is unnaturally perfect.
Don't like the sound of that at all.
I'm gonna send my cat up the stairs
Okay.
to see how she does.
No problem. Your cat pads up the stairs for a little ways, gets about halfway before paw seems to be stuck. Kind of looks back at you.
Not like that.
And it like tries to push again, like it turns and puts its ass against it to try to push out, and I mean it's completely matted and stuck to the thing, and it starts yowling. It's completely stuck.
Suppose we can try to go up on the sides and pick your cat up when we get there.
Meepo, go.
Would that like being stuck in there cause any? Would it like take her 1 hit point away?
No, it doesn't hurt her at all. She's just stuck. But I will remind you, as a familiar, I know you don't use familiars often, as an action, you can basically banish her, and then as an action, summon her back.
That's what I was asking.
So you could just be like, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, like, I don't.
If you want to.
Yeah, I do.
Cool. All right, so you see Roosevelt kind of snap her fingers, and the cat, a couple seconds later, says some words, snaps again, and down at your feet, and it rubs up against you, licks its fur to clean some of the gunk off.
All right, Meepo, I'll follow you. We'll go up the side. We won't touch the rug.
I'll do the same.
All right. Well, I will need you to describe to me how you're getting up those stairs. Remind me, it's about 6 inches on the sides. So are you going up on the side and trying your best to keep your balance, stick one foot in front of the other?
Just stand
there a
up to
railing?
visualize this.
There's no railing. Remember, it's like an alley. It's like, it's not a staircase, except that there's stairs there, but it looks like brick wall on the sides.
So I could go up like this, and then go.
Like you could put 1 foot on each side.
Yeah, like feet are out like this,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm up like
Bracing
this,
yourself
against the wall.
Against the walls.
Like you're spidering it.
Yeah, you basically could spider it. Yep.
Oh, y'all were thinking of something different. I was just saying if I was flat against a wall.
You're going up like I thought you were.
But I could spider it.
Yeah, you. I mean, it's 5 feet apart. So
What's your animal handling?
Atrigan 0.
What's yours?
1.
Meepo's 2.
of course he is.
Meepo's good at
Meepo's
everything.
carrying the party.
Well, I'm going to have Meepo. I'm going to put Meepo on my back and turn
Okay.
into a giant lizard.
Beautiful.
And I'm just going to climb up.
Yeah. All right. You see. Oh my God, I can't remember. Luluma. One-shot characters, man. You see
call me
Luluma
Luma.
just and stretch out into this green lizard, eyes go in different directions, and you told Meepo clearly beforehand, and Meepo kind of climbs up and holds on and just crawl along.
And I'll try and set him down.
Okay, yeah, you get to the end, plop him down, no problem.
And nothing triggers.
Nothing triggers.
I'll make my way back down and wait for one of them to get on me.
Okay. And I will say what you see over here as you get to the top and drop off Meepo, you see this extends a little ways, and then you see kind of a circle at the end, and you see stairs going back down, roughly the same height as that went up. How big is you're a giant lizard? Oh yeah, if it's large, you got no problem. So you all just see her.
I'm essentially like a mule. Is what it
just
said.
crawls back. Y'all weigh a little bit more, so who's gonna go first?
Roosevelt.
Okay, you're gonna try to hold on. Roll a strength saving throw with advantage, and it is pretty easy. You're just trying to hold on, and she's making it easy for you.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh.
Low difficulty.
I'm great at strength.
With advantage. Yeah,
Oh,
no
I
problem.
critted it.
She kind of gets on her side, and you kind of slide over to be like on her ribs, kind of on the side. So she's going up like this, and you're sort of sitting like this.
Just like an elevator style?
Yeah, that's exactly
Or like
right.
Yeah,
like the little old lady things. Yeah. I don't know why they're old lady things. You know why they're old lady things to me is because Earthworm Jim. Did y'all ever play that video game? They were a bad guy in that game. It was super weird. They'd be like, yeah, coming down the stairs.
Exactly
What
what
game
you
was
mean.
this?
Earthworm Jim. It was a Sega
Is
game.
that like a relation to Buckcrack Jello Jim?
Yeah, no. it's his
Buckcrack
first
Jello
cousin.
Jim.
It's his first cousin.
Never.
Okay, and Etrigan, go ahead and roll me a strength save.
I'm gonna
Again with advantage.
kind of pull my whip around to kind of make it
perfect.
almost like a.
Cool.
You're gonna
Hold on
choke
like
me.
that.
I'll lower the
while
DC.
Doubt that I could
No.
even do that.
I'll lower the DC for you there. It's super, super easy. Just making sure here.
Yes.
Okay, well, you guys beat the sticky stair puzzle. With that, the lizard kind of comes up and drops Etrigan off. Meepo's kind of looking down. He's like, clever. Meepo like. And you're at the top of the stairs.
What's in front of us?
Well, remember the path goes that way and then stairs head down again.
Do the stairs going down have the same type of rug?
They do not.
Okay.
You do not see a rug on these stairs. In fact, they just look like wooden stairs that have not really been adorned in any way. They look nice, well maintained, stained, but nothing else of note.
Take notes, Meepo. Maybe one day we'll have our own castle.
Meepo puts a hand on you and looks up at you. You're like, really?
I don't see why not.
Lord Meepo. And with that, Meepo puts his back against the wall and starts inching down the staircase.
For any reason?
He's just being cautious.
Oh, okay.
I'll follow directly behind him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have my cat go down the stairs regular.
Okay.
And then I would
Cat makes it down the stairs, no problem.
follow in her path then.
Okay. You follow normally?
I'm following like Meepo.
Like Meepo? Why don't you roll a dex save for me? Low DC. This is just to see how you do there.
Alright. Okay. Nah, man. No chance. I got an 8.
An 8 isn't that bad. You lose your balance and step forward, and your foot like slams into the stairs, and you're like, but nothing happens.
Look, we got these to give out to each other.
You do have those to give out to each other, yes.
I'm just gonna slide us those.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna take one as Meepo too. Ooh, is this mine?
No.
Oh.
Is that mine?
Got so excited. Okay.
Do you want it?
No, I'm fine. I'm
Steven
fine.
saw a bubble
Have it.
water and was like, "Oh, for me."
That's
Have it.
That's that mango, man. You can have that.
I'm good, thank you guys. I see a bubbly and I covet. I covet the bubbly. All right, you see a winding passage here that stops with a door right there.
Steven, just take the bubbly water.
No, I really don't want it. I got plenty upstairs, no problem.
You only wanted it before you didn't want
Well, I
it.
just thought it was mine. I only coveted what I thought was already mine.
Did
I don't covet what isn't mine.
the door just look like kind of standard wooded banded iron?
Yeah, door is wood with You guys okay over there?
She just made a move.
All right.
I didn't realize I got my chair quite so close.
That's okay. You guys need some moral support before Rosabelle gets harmed again by a minotaur. Yes, the door in front of you guys is normal. You just see wooden slats held together by bounded iron. It's got a big ring to open. It doesn't even have a lock on it.
Can Meepo and I listen at the door?
You absolutely can. Why don't you roll? Whoever has the highest, roll with advantage. We'll consider that a help.
21.
You listen, you don't hear much, but there almost seems to be a very faint hum. Sort of like a... very faint.
Like mechanical?
Not necessarily mechanical. Could be, you know what it kind of sounds like? Is like a single insect whose wings are constantly buzzing. That's just kind of the way it sounds. I'm not saying it is, and you don't get the sense of movement or anything like that. Just sort of a low buzz.
If it is, I'll eat it.
There's a constant, non-stopping buzz behind the door. Just faint, though. I don't know.
Well, if it doesn't sound like a minotaur, I think we should open it.
I'd love to guarantee you that it's not a minotaur. We'll open the door, though.
Okay.
Cautiously.
You open the door, and here's what you see.
A minotaur with wings.
This is the room where you enter, switching to battle cam. That is the room. You see no additional doors in this room, as a matter of fact. And in the middle of the room, you do see something somewhat strange. Here, as you kind of look around the corner, you see a raised dais, and you can see a really ornate, beautifully crafted longsword floating above it. Its point is about 8 inches above a big blue jewel. Like it looks like a cartoonishly huge jewel, like you would imagine, and it's grapefruit size. And the sword above it is ever so slightly humming. And you kind of feel this electricity coming off of it. Just
Can I
like
do
some
an
aura.
Arcana check on the sword?
Sure, you can make an Arcana check, no problem.
All right, I think we'll all pile in to look at it.
And let me tell you this, as she's making that roll, as you all approach, you can see that there are words clearly carved around the top of the dais, and they say, "Power pulses within me, and only a living warmth may move me."
Will you write that down with your purple marker? Power pulses within me, and only a warm...
Only living warmth will move me.
A living warmth.
I got an 18 on my Arcana check.
Okay, with an 18, you look at that sword, and you look at the runes, and you have a memory. Where did you learn to cast spells? Clearly you were granted them by your patron. Are you proficient in Arcana, first and foremost? Okay. So you did some training. When was your training?
When I was younger, and I started having the blue visions.
Okay, all right, I dig that. During your education, you once saw a demonstration with a blade that looked very much like this, and you saw that it was an animated sword. 2 of them were battling, they were dueling, and it was kind of beautiful. They were kind of dancing around. Do you share that with everyone?
Yes, I was just getting ready.
Your mic is way off. It's
I know,
pointed, it's pointed 90 degrees the wrong way.
My shirt's so flimsy, it just keeps falling over here. I'm going to unplug it and fix it.
Okay. Well, can you... Okay. All right, that's fine. How about we wait till break?
Okay.
We'll worry about it after break.
Do we touch it? Is it a trap?
I've seen this kind of sword before, and it was animated almost, battling with another one.
Stands to reason that it would battle us, unless there's something to this riddle.
I think it would stand to reason. What is the riddle again?
Power. Oh, which part?
Hey, everyone says you're sounding fine, so even though the mic is pointed the wrong way, it's probably still picking up just fine. So,
Okay.
Lesson learned. Thanks, guys.
It's just my shirt's too baggy to hold it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Only the living.
What do you do about it?
Oh, you know what?
Oh, you hit the pipe?
I fucking hate everyone in this room. Listen, I'm gonna take my mic off and go upstairs. Fuck you guys.
We'll just keep smoking our pipe.
So there is this big blue orb, or jewel, sorry, that says...
Is it an orb or is it a...
It is a nice big jewel. It's like a big blue sapphire. And floating above it is this sword with these runes that you have mentioned is a dancing sword.
Okay. I would want to go and inspect the jewel
Okay. How do you inspect it?
with my eyeballs.
Okay. You lean in real close. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay?
You want to inspect it with your hands?
I will after I do this part.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, you look into it, and I mean, at first you see your own reflection, and given the blueness, you almost feel a presence calling to you. It almost seems like your patron is speaking to you through it. And as the clarity, the sort of cloudiness of the gem fades, you see something very strange in the center that seems to not actually be present, but instead be a vision. You see what would amount to pearly gates, the way you might think of as Heaven's Gate. You see this gate, and it is slowly spinning, almost like a hologram. Just a beautiful gate inside the gym.
Am I like mesmerized by it?
No, you're not mesmerized, but I mean, you're not magically mesmerized, I'll say that. You're certainly like, wow, that's kind of sweet.
Okay.
It's just different, you know?
I wouldn't want to like try to take it off the wall or wherever it was, but I would try to touch it.
Okay. When you touch it, the sword instantly like comes up and swings like it's going to attack you. Can we roll initiative?
Yep.
Do you grab the gem
No.
or just touch it?
I just said I just touched it.
Okay, cool. Let's go round the horn, Liluma.
6.
Oh, okay. Rosabelle.
7.
Wow. Pretty good so far. How about Meepo?
Oh shit, sorry. Meepo got a 15.
Okay, and Etrigan?
I got an 18.
Okay, cool.
I was like, yep.
Just ready for it.
Like, damn, I hope she doesn't touch that thing.
This dumbass.
Like, we've done this enough. There's no way she grabs it.
She's not gonna grab it. Don't worry, Meepo. She's not gonna.
Is she gonna grab it? No.
Of course not. What was Meepo again?
15.
Okay. Well then, Etrigan, you were up first as this blade. You guys want to see what this blade kind of looks like? I mean, it's pretty sweet looking. And it just starts as if it were held in a spectral hand. Rises at just like it were being held in someone's hand and ready to fight. Like it kind of forms that defensive stance.
You know what? I'm gonna see if potentially I can slow it down. So I'm gonna try to start having frost form on it. Will you make a Constitution saving?
I will indeed.
Looking to be 13, by the way.
Con save, you say?
That's right. I imagine probably is a good con, but
Trying to beat a 13?
yeah,
It fails.
it fails. Okay. Well, it's gonna have disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay,
roll, but
cool.
it also takes 1 point of cold damage as I'm just trying to kind of freeze it as it's moving.
Yeah, you all see frost kind of form on the blade, and a little crack kind of appears in part of the metal. It's just 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On its turn, it immediately points down, slashes towards you, Rosabelle. And it actually has advantage against Rosabelle, which would thus become a regular attack. Ooh, I think that gotcha.
I'm gonna give this to Rosabelle, by the way, for touching it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get this moving.
8 points of damage, Rosabelle, as the blade slashes into you, and then attacks again. and gotcha. For another 8 points of
Oh my
damage.
God, are you serious?
It just cuts across her twice, and oh, actually, that roll should have been an advantage. Nope, no crit though. And I mean, you just hear, and the gem is sort of pulsing a little bit, kind of light from within. With that, it is Meepo's turn.
Okay, well, Meepo's going to. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He would have come this way,
Cool.
and he will attack with advantage.
Oh yeah, God.
I don't know that does it though. That's a 12.
That is unfortunately not a hit.
Okay, well,
He comes rushing at it, and it just bing, bing, parries his attacks.
yeah, you know what? He'll stay there.
He'll chill, okay. And Rosabelle, it is your turn now.
It's right next to me.
It is right in front of you there.
Oh boy. Can I have it make a dex save?
Yeah, absolutely. Passed. Are you casting?
It does a cantrip.
Okay. And with that, Liluma, you're up.
Eat it as a giant lizard.
Oh, thank you, Cranio Dad. I think
Where
we need
am
it.
I?
Thanks, Cranio
Cranio Dad
Dad.
hooks y'all up with 2.
Thank you.
Woo!
Am I even near it?
Yeah, you're just.
Where am I?
You're here. You're a giant lizard right now, right?
Yeah.
So you're sort of lurking around, like right
Okay,
there.
so I could. I'll try and bite it.
Okay, you climb around, climb along the ceiling.
Yeah.
You're on the wall right there. See, there is a ceiling in this room, by the way. It's not like it's an alley. Ceiling is about 15 feet high.
Okay.
Doesn't look particularly ornate. Just plaster.
Doesn't look like a mimic or.
No. Well, I mean, you wouldn't know.
Why am I even. 14.
Unfortunately, 14 does not quite do it.
Still wasn't a bad roll though.
Still wasn't a bad
They're
roll.
coming around.
Okay.
Okay.
Etrigan, we're back to you.
All right. I actually think I'm gonna try to hit it with a ray of. No. You know what? I'll do the same. I'll do the same as I did last time. So I'll try to keep freezing.
Ray of Frost?
Please. Well, this is
Or,
frostbite.
Frostbite,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah. Best.
Passes. However, you did not grab the jewel, and Meepo is now closest. You see it as it's sort of defending these blows towards Meepo and slash towards him. First attack on Meepo. I think that got him.
Yep.
9 points of damage on Meepo, rolling near max on all these hits, and slashes again at Meepo.
Sorry.
Did you want me to roll with disadvantage?
I was, but
That's fine. I did jump ahead. You said it as I was
Did you
rolling
just
it.
crit Nepo?
No,
Okay.
I did not crit, but I will roll with disadvantage. What's his armor class?
14.
Got him.
Okay.
For 5 points of damage. As this sword just... I mean, it attacks... Because there's no body language to read, it's very difficult to see how it's going to strike. It's just, out of the blue. Okay. And then with that, it is Meepo's turn.
Meepo is going to attack it. And a 14 won't do it because you said that last
Okay.
time.
Liking where these dice are
But
again.
as a bonus action, he is disengaging because he is wrecked. He just,
Okay. Okay. Roll me a perception check for Meepo.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's a 9. I don't know.
Nope. With that, it is Rosabelle's turn.
I would like to use some of my healing dice, my pool of healing dice.
Okay.
Now, one creature I can see, so I'm going to use 2 on myself.
Do you have 2 left? Don't they come back on a long rest?
Short rest.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Wow, really? Are you positive about that?
No. Is that
It's a long rest.
But they reset when I reset my thing.
Did you hit long rest?
No.
That I don't doubt, but yeah.
Okay.
It is. It's one of the only warlock long rest things.
Yeah, okay, you're right. So I won't do that. I'll just... Guess I'll die. Okay, let me Misty Step across the room.
Okay. Yeah, you totally...
Excellent. And now I will try to hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
Cool.
That's a 9 plus a 5.
So just to confirm, we're on the bottom of the second turn and you guys have dealt 1 damage.
Yeah, so...
The dice continue.
What are you saying?
Raven, it is Laluna's turn. Turn your luck around. What you got?
With a joke like that.
No.
Well, now there's freaking pressure and all.
You can do it, Laluna.
Laluma. You don't even know my fucking name.
You could do it, Laluna. Laluma. What?
I like my little lizard bite's
Thank
not
you,
going to
Corey.
do crap.
Corey's also trying to help you guys out.
Thank you, Corey.
It's so needed.
Okay, so, shit, that's a bonus. Is it a bonus action to drop my...
I think it's a full action.
No, it's a bonus action
Is
to
it?
drop
Okay, I don't
my
doubt
druid
you.
form.
I believe you.
It wasn't a question of whether it's an action or a bonus action, but what I wanted to do, never mind, won't work. So it looks like I'm going to take a big old bite.
Chomp it.
Yeah, okay,
You
we'll
want
see.
to roll at advantage? Okay, well, I think you didn't need to anyway.
15 plus 4, 19.
That is a hit.
Sick. What's a D8 even?
No, there you go.
Whoa!
Oh.
10.
Some good damage
How
there.
did you kill it?
Yeah.
It's like tracking where Meepo went, and you sort of kind of slobber on it, break off part of the hilt. The handle kind of I don't know, shatters a little bit, and where the frostbite hit it previously, you see kind of a shatter in the blade, and a big chunk falls out.
Damn hard to describe lowering hit points on an
Well, I
on
just
an
did.
object.
So
I
just
appreciate
did.
it. I'm congratulating you.
That's all I got though, because I'm done. I hope you kill it on your turn, because I got nothing else.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to try to Ray of Frost it, and in fact, I'm going to roll with advantage.
Okay, do it.
I want to get my glasses, but they're...
217.
217.
Double
That is a hit. Hey, for this group, double 17s are cause for celebration.
5 points of damage.
As a matter of fact,
Jesus.
your frost hits it, and it freezes over, and then shatters into a bunch of little metal pieces that go crinkling and tinkling across the floor.
Tinkling.
And the gem, the glowing in the gem kind of stops, and you all look at it now and you can see sort of this white light from within. And even a casual glance shows the gate. Looks like a heaven, like an idealized version of Heaven's Gate floating.
And the gate is unchanged since...
You didn't see it previously, but yeah, for her it looks exactly the same, except more visible now.
Can I touch it again?
You can indeed.
Oh my god, don't.
When you touch it now, nothing happens.
Okay.
I mean, it feels kind of cool to the touch. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like a massive sapphire.
How heavy is it?
Not terribly heavy, but maybe pushing a pound, given its size. But
I could carry it with me. And
you could definitely carry it with you, no problem.
Maybe we have to place this somewhere else. If not, we can always try smashing it later.
That's what I'm thinking. Everything in here is used for something else. I think it would be short-sighted to leave it here.
How heavy is it?
About a pound, a little less, considering how big it is. I mean,
I'll just put it in my
but
bag.
not bag.
Shut up!
Okay.
Meepo's like, can we catch our breath for a minute?
As a matter of fact, roll a perception check for Meepo.
That's a 20.
Meepo pushes his back against this wall, and he's like, "Can we catch our breath for?" And you can see him kind of wiggle his fingers, and he kind of blows some dust, and you can see the seam of a secret door.
Sweet. Like, of course, Meepo. But let's look through this door first.
You sure?
Maybe we should rest before we open the secret door?
I basically understood you as a giant lizard, so yes, I completely agree.
Yeah. Bleh, bleh. Is that what a lizard sounds like?
Yeah, you're like...
Or do they screech?
I guess they kind of hiss and lick your eyeballs.
Yeah, I'll take a short rest then.
Okay.
Meepo.
Final short rest. Final short rest. I'll go ahead and describe the secret door.
Okay, close to the top there. Meeps.
Got it. All my hit dice are gone.
I only need one more to get to max, but we'll spend it now.
So are we level 4 yet?
No. Sorry.
I thought that you said that, but you...
Is that Meepo's butt?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
For everyone at home, that's Meepo's butt.
It's not my butt.
Then why is there a gem in it?
Okay. You all open the door. It slides easy. And you are greeted with such a welcome sight. You see a couch, plush and comfortable looking. A love seat, absolutely a chaise. A bookshelf filled with books. And a fireplace burning warmly. In the middle of the room, you see a table with a bowl of big red berries and magic runes inscribed around the edges of the bowl. Or, I'm sorry, of the table.
How do we know they're magic runes?
Well, they look like arcane runes.
Are they decipherable by chance?
They would be if you are proficient in Arcana.
I am.
Okay, then anyone who's proficient in
What if
Arcana
is it a druidic rune?
is not druidic, unfortunately.
I got a 15 for my
I got
arcana
a
check.
16.
Okay. You look at it, and while the specific dialect used is a little bit unclear to you, the gist is relatively straightforward to pick up on. They are essentially runes that would contain magic somewhere, potentially within the table itself. You get the sense that it's like almost a magic circle containing magic within it.
The berries in the bowl, can I do like a check to see if they're good berries?
In fact, as you look at them, you, as a lizard, can look at them and you know they are in fact a good berry. You're sort of like, I think I've seen those before. I don't know if you've ever worked
I'm like already up on the table, like
How many are
sticking
there?
my tongue
You
out.
need a couple?
No, I'm just like putting my tongue towards it for everyone.
Gotcha.
Could would that have been covered in my arcana check? You want me to make like an extra check?
I mean, I think given her response to it and you're sort of like, I think those might be a good berry.
I'm like,
you can see them.
How many are there?
They look to be about 12. They're pretty big and plump and juicy.
Wow.
I would tell Meepo and Etrigan, I think these are good berries. Do you know those? Have you had one?
Yes, we had some in that town we stopped in. They were quite helpful.
There seem to be plenty. We should definitely take some of these.
Okay, let's be at the ready as this is containing some magic.
I do it anyway.
You take one?
Yeah.
Eat it, put it away.
Yeah, put it away.
Okay. Nothing happens, except as you take it, you can see a little bit of light almost seems to be coming out from under the bowl, as if there were like a light put in the table that the bowl were covering up, a faint blue light coming from under the bowl.
Maybe like Indiana Jones or something.
I mean, looking underneath the table, is there anything
No,
different?
there's nothing underneath the table, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, it does have a kind of solid base
Gotcha.
to the table, but you don't see anything abnormal. Meepo goes and sits on the chaise and kind of curls up for a second.
If nothing happened when I took the good berry, I would take some more.
Well, the light started. You noticed the light the first time you took one.
So there were enough good berries that they seemed to be blocking the light, like they almost made like a roof. And picking one.
It almost seemed like the weight was perfect to hold it down.
Don't know what that means, but
I don't like it.
Is the bowl as heavy as my cat?
Well, you can Indiana Jones it.
Yeah,
kinda
that's what I want to try to do.
look at it closely.
Like I hold my cat and
Yeah.
like I kind of like shake the bowl.
You gotta jiggle the bowl, hold the cat. They're close.
Okay, yeah, good.
There
close.
are shards in the hilt of that sword.
There are
Still in
indeed.
there?
They're 100%. They're all over the floor.
We might be able to gather the sword. That probably is heavy enough.
Do it.
All right, I would like to go.
Okay.
Grab
yeah.
a piece.
You kind of scoop them up
I'll cut a piece of my cloak off to
form the bag. The
bag.
Indiana Jones bag. I love it, first of all. I love y'all's ingenuity here. Okay, you come back in. I am going to go with a... How would you measure someone's ability to weigh something in front of them without picking it up? Why don't you guys tell me what skills you think would make the most sense?
Many pounds do you think it would be about?
There's 11 berries left. They're the size of a cherry, and there's the bowl itself. I have no fucking idea. I have no idea.
Like the weight of a cat? Maybe you said?
Maybe. It's tough to say, right? I mean, could you look at a bowl of cherries and be like, oh, that's exactly the weight of this? It's just tough. You can kind of gauge it the best you can. So I'm trying to think of what skill would let you get that insight. You guys help me out. Insight, maybe? Investigation? I'm open.
Insight?
Okay, let me make my math skill. My math check. Not sleight of hand.
Survival so we don't die?
Damn, you know what though? Sleight of hand might actually make the most sense.
Yeah.
Let's let
Sleight of hand might make sense.
Meepo.
All right, Meepo's curled up on the chaise, and you can see him sort of dreaming like Maisie does. He is asleep.
I'll lick his face awake.
And he's like, stop. Or maybe not. Is it time to go?
Meepo, we need to change the exact weight of this quickly. We need to gauge if it's about the same.
Like, no problem. He comes over, rubs his little snout, puts his snout into the bowl, sniffs the good berries, licks one. It's like, I got it. Grabs the bag, starts taking some bits out, shakes them a little bit, jiggles the bowl, and it's like, roll sleight of hand for me.
Rolling at advantage. That's a 19.
All right. So in the instant you see him replacing it, the light turns blue and green and purple and seems to be rising out of the table, and then and the light disappears. And we both like, no problem.
And just whew.
Nice.
So we get 3
I'm gonna
good berries
give my wait. This is Meepo's inspiration. I'm gonna give Meepo an inspiration.
You said there
There were 12. There's 11 left. Rosabelle has one in her bag.
Split them up evenly.
And,
All right.
And what does a good berry?
One hit point back. It's an action to eat.
Got it.
You can eat more than one on an action, or no, just
One on an action.
3 GBs. 3 GBs.
Did you all already check for other secret doors?
No. We should start now.
You're not very good kobolds.
I'll go. I'll be checking too.
Okay, I'll let everyone make your choice, investigation or perception, as you walk around the room.
Oh, I don't notice a fucking thing. Meepo got a 15.
Okay.
What's a 5 get me?
5 is not much.
What's an 18 get me?
18 gets you something. You, in fact, Rosabelle, find a panel right here.
A panel?
Yeah, like a secret panel door that opens. It's a small door. It's a little shorter. but it's sort of almost like a panel that kind of slides to the
I
side.
feel so Nancy Drew.
Right? Okay. I'll like feel it and I'll like tap on it and look at Meepo.
Meepo's like, all right. Should be okay.
How does it open? Does it slide to the
Yeah, it
side?
pushes and slides.
All right,
It's like it kind of slides back and over. Very smooth.
I will brace myself, but I will do that.
All right, you slide it open, and what you see is a large crossbow sitting on a stand, pointing at the door, and there is a tension wire that runs to the door that is snapped. The tension wire is just hanging.
So it was a trap.
And it is loaded, and you see a massive bolt that looks to be made of beautiful elvish silver. I mean, it's a silver bolt with elvish runes all throughout it.
But the like trap looks like it is not going to go off because the wire was severed.
You see a wire that's severed. There's a wire connected to the door, but looks like it's been cut or snapped.
What does it say in Elvish?
I want to go over and look.
In Elvish, it looks like a prayer of guiding. It's basically saying something like, may this bolt fly true, may it strike its enemy and bring swift death.
Can I use a crossbow as a half?
You're a half elf?
I think light crossbows are simple weapons, so you can probably almost certainly use a light crossbow.
I have a light crossbow.
Cool.
If you got one, though, you can have it.
I don't have one. I just wanted it because it was elvish and pretty.
Okay.
I'll hold on to it. If we don't use it, we'll get you a crossbow.
Let me back up just a moment.
Okay, then I'm going to pick it up, yes.
As you pull it off, you see a little button depressed by the bolt itself that acid sprays inside the room. I need everyone to roll me a Constitution save.
Fuck is this?
Ooh. That's a pass.
Sean's disappointment.
Dude.
Oh, man.
I didn't even get to see it.
You were so disappointed.
Just fucking acid, man.
All right, what would everybody roll?
21.
I fucking failed it.
Okay.
Meepo rolled a 14, though.
I also rolled a 14.
All right. You failed it.
Used his...
She passed.
21.
You passed. Everyone who failed it takes 2 points of damage and is poisoned for the next minute as it just like it just sprays you.
What was the DC?
15.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Do I take any damage?
No, you're totally fine. You kind of dodged out of the way as it happened, just lizarded. You ran like one of those lizards when they flare their necks and run across water. Like slow-mo, like... yeah, you all stand there as the room's kind of steaming and it quickly kind of fades. But the bolt is intact.
Neat. I don't want it anymore.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, but that was so funny.
Take it.
Hold on, there is some additional information.
Some more shit that happened?
Yep. No, you're fine. Let's see.
Like, took from me.
Apologies, I'm bouncing between maps here. You do see something in this room written on the walls. You see the phrase, or just the words, "can do."
No. No.
Can do.
Look at me, I'm Mr. Meepo!
Ooh, we can do.
Are we like on a Rick and Morty adventure? Is that what this is going to come down to?
Yep. And furthermore, as you come out from triggering this trap, some additional words glow into existence around the dais in there, and it repeats the phrase, "What might and." What might and.
What
Might
and...
So far you have this tool with, can do, what might and all of those have appeared differently than utter madness, pure rubbish, because that was scrawled. These are... The scrawling didn't seem like it was part of the design.
this tool with what might and can do.
Meepo is brushing the acid off him. It's like, maybe another door. Maybe.
Let's keep trying. Meepo's eating 2 good berries.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
He does regain the hit points, but he also gains a level of exhaustion.
Man.
What the fuck, man?
It's an evil wizard's dungeon! Come on, man! Fuck!
Sean does not like you tonight.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Do you need to huff a little?
Yeah.
You need to huff it out.
Let's huff it out.
So all saves, or is it just skill checks?
Just skill checks.
Just skill checks.
He eats some and he's like, Meepo not feel so good.
Sick tummy Meepo is the cutest thing. Did we hear like a loud gurgle?
His, like some little flames come out of his nostrils.
All right.
I'll throw mine out.
Well, don't throw them out. It's a trade. We might need them in a pinch.
And
But
if you would like one more perception check for everybody, just to see if there's any other secret doors. Because you never know, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably
What's a
not
5 get me?
trying to railroad you.
I got a 15. Meepo's stomach feels way too bad.
You got better than
He's clenching his butt.
You got a 15?
I got a 15.
You, in fact, are rubbing your hands along the wall. Meepo, actually, he sits down. He's like, Meepo, not feel good. You are rubbing your hands along the brick, and you do, in fact, find the outline of a door right there.
Can I listen on the other side?
You can indeed.
That is a 10.
You don't hear a thing. Not a single thing.
Is it another slide?
It is indeed. It opens exactly the same as the other one. It's this very smooth mechanism. It's like a minivan door, Corey. Yeah?
While they're doing that, I'll turn into my normal form.
Okay.
And I'm good with medicine, and obviously I specialize in providing medical services to animals, so
Sure,
I'm going to try
absolutely.
and tend to Meepo a little bit.
Okay, no
and see
problem.
what's ailing him.
I'll tell you what, roll a medicine check.
Well, I have nothing to spend, so there's that.
Okay, but you're spending time with him right now. You're outside and you're sort of like, all right, I'm not sure what this is. I'll let you, if you want to stay with him while they go explore the room, then we can come back and let you roll that again. Or you can go with him and explore. Your choice.
Is Meepo staying behind?
Meepo looks like he doesn't want to go forward. He's
Stay
chilling.
behind with Meepo.
In fact, he walks in there and lays back down on that chaise, and he's just like,
Yeah, I'll stay behind with Meepo.
okay, all right, you stay behind with Meepo, so I'll let you do one more check in a second.
I'm not using...
The two of you enter this room, and it's a large room. It doesn't need to be drawn on the map, really. It's a large room, and you walk in, and it looks like it's cut from a single stone. There are absolutely no mortar lines, nothing. Even the corners, they don't look like there are any seams. And you see on the ceiling, carved in big Roman-looking letters, a soft touch.
Soft touch.
Nothing.
That could apply to all of them.
I'll run my hand around the wall, gently make the full
Okay.
circle.
As
is it
you-
a circle?
No, it's not. It's not a circular room. That's the weird thing.
Okay.
It is rectangular. I should have drawn it. It's rectangular. It's actually pretty large. As you're doing that, the door closes, and you realize how silent it is in here. You hear absolutely nothing except the sound of your own heart beating in your ears.
I'll try to say Rosabelle.
When you say it, it's like the loudest thing you've ever heard. It's like, Rosabelle! And you're like, ah! You react by covering your ears, and the sounds of your own heart beating. Dun, 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 dun.
His voice hurt him as well.
It hurt you. It definitely sounded like way amplified, where you're like, and like you don't want to make a sound at all, and the sound of your own heart. Dun, dun, boom, boom is just growing inside your ears. We will cut back to you with Meepo. I will let you make one more medicine check as you tend to him while they are in here. This represents the several minutes that go by as you're working with the poor lad.
I have to pick it up from a 20.
That makes sense.
11 plus 4?
15? Okay. I mean, you know, you're not super
5.
familiar.
11 plus 5.
Okay, 16. You're not super familiar with kobold physiology, but you're sort of like, well, whatever he ate clearly did this to him. Could have been magical, but I'm going to err on the side of caution, and you make him throw up. You basically...
Yeah, I'm
Feed him some
throwing him
traps.
on.
Yeah, his little snout just throws up all over the side of the chaise. Make a Constitution save for Meepo. Let's see if he can shake his... He looks like he feels a little better. He certainly doesn't have the same stomach trouble, but he is still exhausted. But he does sort of... Meepo, thank you. Meepo, feel better.
I give him a 5-hour energy.
Yeah, 100%.
Meepo, you shouldn't eat things that you don't know.
You said it was okay.
Well, I've changed my mind. Your little tummy can't handle it.
He just kind of snuggles up. It's like, I wonder what they found in there. As he looks nice and comfortable. Cut back to you all. Just gung, 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 gung. And in fact, as you kind of look around in panic, the sounds of your own breath are excruciatingly loud. You have lost the lines of the door. It's so smooth in here, you're not 100% sure where the door is.
What a horrible way to die.
I can cast light on my amulet.
100%, yeah. In fact, it is lit in here.
Oh, it's lit.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no light sources, but you can see totally fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. I am going to give the lightest, pats on the wall.
Okay. Okay.
Trying to listen for, obviously not straight stone on the other side, because the door was...
Sure. Yeah, fair enough. As you do your first pat, both of you make a Constitution save for me.
Boy.
I don't think so, man. I got a 9.
I got a 19.
All right. You're good. You're just like, and you're like, and you feel blood running out of your ears. 1 point of damage. However, from the pat, I'm going to let you roll a D100. You have a good idea where the door is, but the room is just disorienting because there are literally no distinguishing marks. Give you a 50% chance. So above a 50, you found the door.
Okay. Oh, my dude.
Nice.
It's a 96.
Nice. You're like, blood runs down your ears, but you're like, that's the door. That's the door. As you just stand there just before it, Rosabelle, you're just like, gung, 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 gung. Every breath is just excruciatingly loud and getting louder. It's like someone's just cranking the volume knob on your internal. You start to hear your stomach digesting. You think you can hear blood pushing through your vessels and through your veins. It's an excruciating cacophony.
That ladybug did not like that.
Yeah, see that. You found the door.
Can I open it?
No.
Push on it. You push on it ever so gently. It does not yet open.
I'm going to put this back to...
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Missed that.
So it doesn't open.
The door does not open as you push on it, but you do remember it pushed from the other side.
Okay.
Hello from the other side.
So pushed from the other side.
Mm-hmm.
There's no creases.
No creases that you can see. You just know that you're at a spot on the door. Rosabelle, what you got?
I would like to use my mage hand
Okay.
to feel around on the wall to see if I can get the door to open.
Good. Yeah, you do. You feel around on the door, and the mage hand can ever so imperceptibly feel where the door ends and where the wall begins. So you can at the very least get the shape of it. But even, you're pushing on it, it doesn't open that way.
It has to open like...
It's got to open like that.
Like from my side?
Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, you're just cradling Meepo, and Meepo's like...
Did they not notice the door shut behind
Well, you know what? Why don't you make a perception check? We'll let Meepo.
You guys go in and figure it out, and then the door closes.
Well, she was intent on her patient. It's only been a couple seconds.
Over the sound of Meepo's grumbling stomach.
Meepo.
Yeah. All right.
At disadvantage, got a 21.
Oh, yeah.
All right, both of you at the same time are like, kind of look at each other like, where do you think they are?
Do you feel good enough to check?
Meepo good.
Okay. You open the door, Meepo.
Meepo walks over and he sees that it's shut. He's like,
Maybe they wanted privacy. We should leave the door shut.
no, not them. You all on the other side here. Boom! 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 I need both of you to make me a con save, please.
Just one?
Yeah, just one con save. I'm just gonna roll damage this time.
All right, I got a 14.
I got a 12.
Both of y'all take 1 point of damage as the echoing sound of Meepo banging. Meanwhile, Meepo turns back to you like, I'm gonna open it. And he pushes on it, and you all hear it's like a vacuum, like as the seal is broken, and you can hear your own breaths.
They find us just like with our
Normally.
heads covered, his hands are full of blood.
Hand full of blood. And Meepo's like, are you guys all right? And on that note, we're gonna take a quick break. You guys good with that? Did you want to say something? Cool. All right, we'll be right back. All right, hey everyone, thank you for watching Blue Alley. This is our first break. Hope you guys have been enjoying the show. We are certainly enjoying the adventure. And speaking of which, we are joined right now by the author of that adventure, MT Black. And MT, would you say hello?
Yeah, hi folks, how are you?
Awesome. So thank you so much for taking the time to have a chit chat with us over the break here. Just kind of want to ask you some questions about how you got into D&D, how you settled into, being a best-selling DM's Guild author, and some questions about process. Does that sound all right?
Sounds fine.
All right, awesome. So first and foremost, would love to hear about your first exposure to role-playing. What was it that awakened this creative genius within you?
Back when I was probably 9 or 10, I became aware of D&D. That's kind of back in the early to mid 80s when the first D&D boom was happening, and I became aware of it. It was out in the media. It was, there was a little bit like there was the ET scene about D&D famously, and I became pretty fascinated with role-playing games and with D&D especially. And so much so, I actually even invented my own role-playing game before I'd played D&D, because I didn't have access to D&D, but the whole concept just sounded amazing to me.
Oh, that's awesome. So you heard about it, but hadn't actually experienced it.
No, that's right, yeah, because it was in the media, sometimes for bad reasons. There was a lot of controversy around that time. The Satanic Panic. It was on the ET movie, but there were a few other media things that had it. There was a book in the library about it. And eventually when I was, I think I was 11 or 12, a kid from school showed me how to play the game, and I was completely hooked. It was the Tom Moldvay basic set was where I started, and Keep on a Board was the very first adventure I played, and I loved it, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, what an interesting way to come about it. I actually had a very similar background with miniature war games. I had heard about them, never played one, made up my own rules for it before I ever picked up a rule book. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Necessity is the mother of invention. I'm sure you had to get quite creative to figure it out. How far off were you when you actually played D&D? How many things were you like, oh, that was genius? Or were there things where you're like, I figured this out better?
No, it was a 10-year-old role-playing game. It was very simple. It was very narrative focused now, actually. Like there was not much crunch. It was roll a dice, and 1, 2, 3 meant a good thing happened. 4, 5, 6 meant a bad thing happened, basically. So it was more like something like a Fate or something like that. Very narrative heavy.
Very cool.
But
awesome.
I was thrilled once I started playing Moldvay Basic. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Blew my socks.
Great. Well, that's a good question to ask. And do you have a favorite old school adventure from previous editions, or maybe the better question is, what's your favorite adventure from prior to 5th edition?
Oh gosh. Look, there's obviously a ton of things that I love. If I look back in my nostalgia speaking, I'd have to say the Lost City, the old basic module B4, I think it was. That was Tom Moldvay, and I just I loved that adventure to death, and I've run many people through it now. It's hard for me to be objective and to say, is this a great adventure or not? I think it is a pretty good adventure, actually. But the nostalgia feels are just so strong for that. We had a lot of fun with that back in the day.
Sure, very cool. So I'll jump right into kind of some of your approaches to adventure writing. And by the way, I should disclose that we're big fans. We've got some of your stuff recorded, but even before we ever started streaming, we played a ton of your adventures. I think I own every single one, and I've run about half. So I'd love to know how you balance the 3 pillars of play. You know, that's something that as a DM, I'm constantly thinking of, and I've seen you've even addressed it in some of the prologues to your adventures. So, you know, how do you when you sit down to write an adventure, how are you thinking about those?
Look, I've definitely evolved as a writer over the 3 years I've been publishing, heading into my 4th year now. You could almost say the first year I was really focusing just on the combat pillar, not neglecting the others deliberately, but I was still mastering the idea of how you put together a good combat encounter. And then by chance, almost put together a couple of cool NPCs and found that something I enjoyed so much that in the second year that I was writing, I tried to focus a little bit more on creating great characters, especially when I got fantastic feedback, such as people contacting me and saying, "Oh, that character you created, he or she became a member of our party or an important NPC." Yeah,
like Jaya, the Giant Slayer for us, our favorite character of yours.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, she is a favorite. I've had some good feedback about her. So, second year, I was focusing a bit more on that side of things, and probably not focusing so much on location. In the third year, this third year that's just gone, I focused a lot in my adventures on this third pillar, on the exploration pillar, and I found that really fascinating. So, and trying to create adventures where a location is interesting, aside from whatever fight is happening, or even aside from the interesting person to chat, that there's just interesting things to interact with in that location. So I couldn't say I'm deliberately setting out to balance all of them, but I'm at a stage now where when I'm creating a location, I try to think, well, what makes this location interesting in and of itself, and trying to leave that as almost the foundation of whether the fight that's happening there, or the social interaction that might be happening there. So I'm still a work in progress there.
Well, that's really interesting that you approach them in that order, because to me, that's, I think they sometimes are sort of billed as these 3 equal pillars, and I think that's actually kind of the hierarchy, right? I mean, 80% of the books, at least the mechanics, cover combat, and then the social interaction is like sort of just intrinsic. But even as a DM, I find the third pillar, locations and exploration, and to be the most challenging, and the most challenging to have people like really sink their teeth into.
You're exactly right. Because if you look at the books, the way they're all set up, most of the rules cover combat. That is the vast majority of all the rules. And in terms of social interaction, most of that's assumed to just happen in a very free-flowing and general sense. There's only a very tiny number of rules that really affect the social interaction compared to combat. And I found the same thing. I think exploration is it's a bit anemic in terms of the coverage in the book. It kind of undergirds everything in one respect, but there's not a lot of guidance either in the books or even really anywhere on how do we actually make these locations really, really interesting. And so that's been a fascinating journey for me to have a look at, well, what is it about a room that someone walks into, and actually that just engages them in that location. And I've probably a couple of the Guild Adept adventures I've published this year, location was really important. So with the Lich Queen's Begotten, you were going into the astral plane, and I'm like, this has got to feel, for this to really work, the astral plane has got to feel different to a trip down the shops. You've got to feel the alienness of the world. Right. And I worked really hard to try and conjure that actually we we are in a different universe now, where the rules are different. And
Yes.
I think I captured that. And Blue Alley, the one that you're playing again, because there's less combat. There's a bit of combat, but there's less combat. There's a lot of traps, but I wanted to put in tricks, as they call them, things that you're just going into the room and interacting. And I had some great feedback on that.
They're so much fun. I don't know where we're at in the adventure right now because this is pre-recorded, but there's so many things that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this to happen.
Yeah. Well, and I had some great feedback on one of the reviews where someone said they'd never played an adventure like this sort before. They were nervous, and then they played it. They said, it was fascinating. They said they had such a good time, and the feedback was just walking into each room and looking around at what was there.
Yeah.
And,
I described Blue Alley as Tomb of Horrors, but fun.
Yeah. Yes. Good. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that Tomb of Horrors was a very light inspiration, but I didn't want anything nearly as nasty.
Not too nasty.
Right. Yeah, and again, I focused really hard on that probably in the last adventure I'd published on the Guild. Which was the end of the Eberron arc, and I was doing the same thing. In this one, you're exploring this weird artificer kind of factory, and
right.
I wanted to create a whole lot of locations that were just interesting themselves, not because there was a monster to beat up, but that you go in, you'd interact with the room, you'd learn things, you'd get clues, but there was things that were interesting. So it's a real challenge, that, but when you do it, it's magic. It's great fun for the players.
Yeah, gotcha. Awesome. Well, we're out of time for the first break, but we will be back with the second break and the second half of this interview. So thank you again for being here, and we'll be back to playing in just a second. Welcome back, everyone, to Blue Alley. Now starts the conclusion. Thank you to Free Minty for the divine advantage. I think the players really need it.
At one time.
Minty fresh.
Minty.
Let me see if our little Minty fell on the ground. Remember that?
Yeah.
Is that little hand-drawn map visible there? Maybe, maybe not. It's kind of tough to see. But where you guys last left off...
Ain't no acid can kill us. Deafening rooms can't kill us.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing swords almost killed us.
Almost killed you.
Minotaurs almost killed us. But
Really
we're still alive.
killed me twice,
Killed
but
you. Just one of us.
I'm okay. I'm still here.
Yet you persevere.
And
Just-
here we are.
Laughing with God about how they can't stop us.
This is the little complex that you all are coming from. Those are low sticky boy stairs. You're gonna have to get back across those sticky boys.
Easy.
Same deal?
Heck
Lizarding
yeah.
it out?
All right, yeah, we're gonna do the exact same deal then with.
Why
Okay.
change?
Why change it? All right, you get Meepo down, no problem. Meepo is too light to even cause a problem, and he's good at climbing. Both of y'all need to make strength saving throws with advantage and a low DC. And by the way, thank you, Cranio Dad.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Cranio. I got a
Dad.
twanky.
Yes, you did. Nice job.
I rolled critically, so I think I'm also got the hang
Did
of
we
it.
say strength?
It's
Yeah.
dragon-like, right? Being on the back of a lizard.
Oh, I think
feel
so.
dragon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine. I got a 14.
In fact, you're good. In fact, riding on the back of this lizard, you have a strange sensation of the feeling of wind in your hair and scales beneath you, and looking down and feeling the weight of a massive lance. And then she kind of stops and you're snapped out of it as you climb off her.
Oh. Hold your giant, octagonal head. And thank you. You helped me remember something I thought I'd forgotten.
Meepo's just like, all right, where to now? Meepo, go in front.
Let's go side by side, Meepo.
Okay.
Meepo can just ride on me.
Okay, yeah, in fact he does, and he's kind of holding on and keeping his eyes open. The warmth of the lizard.
Well,
I guess there's not a lot of
There's-
warmth.
yeah.
They are cold-blooded, so
she didn't get to lie
maybe,
in
yeah,
the-
she hasn't-
in the direct
she hasn't had her
sunlight
heat
for a
lamp.
while.
in fact,
What?
you going that way?
Yeah.
As you walk before you, spatially, you know the pathway you just went through went up and down over this passageway, yet above you is still sky. So, confirming the fact that it's either illusory or something
Or
else.
it just don't make no sense because
We're all
in a
dreaming.
crazy wizard's house.
However,
Hey, I want to inspire Raven over here.
Wow,
Laluma.
okay.
My
Luma.
best friend, Laluna.
Laluma.
Laluma.
Lala.
There you go.
I'll go ahead and I'll spin one and inspire Sean.
Meepo.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have it.
You all go all the way to the end of that effect, which is just after where it kind of turns like that, and you find yourself at a barred window. And it's small. It's about this big.
I thought you meant a barred window.
Like we were gonna get a show.
He's like, hello! You've arrived at the barred window. What can I...
Yeah, I'll have 2 barred max, please.
Would you like a tune? No, it is a window with iron bars that are only a couple inches apart, and inside you can see this massive cavernous room, and you see these huge metal discs, maybe 6 foot in diameter, hanging by a single chain in the center. And they are hanging above smoke, and you can't see the bottom of the room. And at the, almost within grasp, you see one of these hanging, and suspended by a gossamer thread and slowly spinning is a beautiful looking blade that is giving off some moonlight.
Does it look like the blade that almost killed us?
Not at all. No, not at all.
Okay.
But you can't get in there from here. It's just a small window, and you kind of peer, you can kind of look, Meepo kind of sticks his snout in, and you can see a door on the other side, which, spatially speaking, would be over here-ish.
Okay.
Can I use my mage hand?
Good question. You try and kind of grab it, and you can make it swing, but you don't have the strength to pull it down.
So it's up there pretty good then?
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be suspended by this thread that's pretty strong. It might not be much stronger.
How big are the discs?
About 6 foot in diameter. And there's about 6 or 7 of them that form kind of a path over the smoke.
Like steps almost.
Yeah, although they don't change height. They're all pretty much the same height.
Yeah.
But imagine a stepping stone pond.
Right.
Those sit 10 feet above smoke, which you can't see the bottom, just this boiling smoke, dark steam. And then you see this door kind of off on the other side.
Oh,
Maisie's
Oh
outside.
my god.
there's the...
I'll get her. Keep chatting.
Amongst yourselves.
A question while you're doing that. There's not glass. It's just the bars. I'm looking into the room.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. If that's the case, I'm going to take out a gold piece. I want to cast light on it. And I want to throw it to see if I can see things underneath the smoke.
Beautiful. Yeah, no problem. You cast light, chuck it, and it sails through the smoke, and you hear it clink not far after it enters the smoke, and you hear it kind of roll and then come to a stop. Seems to be maybe 10 feet down from the top of the smoke, which would put it 20 feet down from the discs themselves. You can faintly see it glowing through the smoke from the ground, but it's not enough to provide any details. The smoke is quite thick down there.
Does it seem like if we were to walk in, it's like a big pit that we would fall into? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they look 20 feet down from those discs that are hanging by chains. And where the door is, you see the door is at disc level.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Imagine a stepping stone pond, except instead of water, with beautiful koi, there's boiling smoke below, which should be fine.
I see.
Make
You have to
sense?
swing on those discs to get to the other side.
Probably. Or jump.
Can I use my mage hand to jiggle around the discs to see if they're up there pretty good?
Good question. You don't have a lot of strength, but right on the very edge, you can sort of push it, and you can see that while the discs themselves are balanced, it does move because it's on a single chain in the center, and it's not sturdy. Just a little bit of weight makes it tip.
Like a symbol.
Wait, so do we see a Where are we trying to get across to if we were to get on the discs?
Well, if you were to come in through the door, you'd be trying to get to the sword, which is right there in front of you.
Right in front of us on a disc thing.
It's hanging above the last disc in the path, yes.
And how do we get into the room?
Here, I'll draw kind of what it looks like. Well, you saw that door.
There's a door over here.
Yeah. It's a big room, about like this.
We're here.
You're there. There is a wall with a little, and it's essentially these discs. I don't remember exactly how many they are.
How do we get in the disc room?
Well, you saw a door.
Oh, we passed the door already.
You see a door on the other side.
We don't know how to get to that.
Oh.
Potentially, maybe it's up here, since that's the only place.
And we can't fit our bodies through the...
Nah, there's only a couple inches between them.
Can we feed the cat?
Yeah, totally, yeah. Like feeding a cat to an ATM?
Yeah, exactly. Well...
But we think we need the sword?
You tell me. You guys can talk about it in character. Here's what you've seen. I've explained what you see. This sword is beautiful and emitting moonlight. What are you doing, Lynn?
I am looking at my spells to see if I have anything helpful.
Unicorn is our main goal. We aren't getting paid exactly that much money to get it. The other treasures in here are ours. Not that I expect us swinging swords, but we could sell it. Or maybe it dances with us. I don't know.
This one seems a little dangerous.
It does. But there might be other things in that room that we can't see from this vantage point. Even opening the door, we would know.
How do you suppose we get over there?
The only door we haven't gone through so far that we've seen is up on that second level.
Well, this place was built by a crazy wizard. There's no guarantee that they'll even connect.
Not necessarily. This entire place is rather impressive, though.
I say we go to that door, and if it leads here, great. If not, we leave it.
Agreed.
How wide is the bar? Like, the space.
Couple inches.
That's it. Like...
Can't get through it.
We'll call them 3 inches.
A normal human couldn't, but I'm just thinking that if I'll turn into my half-elf form.
Okay.
What if I were to turn into a smaller animal, like a spider, and make my way inside through the cracks, and then turn into a leaping frog. Leap on. Oh no, then I wouldn't be able to get back through. Never mind.
Let's save those up. I imagine that must drain some of your natural energies. To do so, we don't know what else we'll face.
Well, then let's go find the door.
It's
The only lead we really have.
a tertiary concern to get the sword, but we have to go to the only door we haven't been through so far. May lead there or not.
Well, we should find out.
We're gonna head up.
Okay, as you're heading down that hallway back, why don't everybody roll perception for me?
It's me. Oops. Okay. Meepo got a 12, I got a 23.
And you're
11.
back in half-elf form, right? All right, the rest of you, you're just mulling it over. What are we going to do? How are we going to get that sword? Do we want to get that sword? Is it something we even care about? You're sort of running your hands along the wall, idly thinking, and just like Meepo's taught you to look for, you stop, you're like, wait a second. And you feel a very faint breeze coming between some of the mortar. And you kind of pick at it a little bit, and you can see that the mortar is fake. It's like a paste that hasn't dried. And you sort of can start scraping it out.
Take out my dagger and...
Yep. And you guys find a secret door.
Wonderful.
I'd like to try to open it.
Okay. Are you sure?
It's full of acid.
Okay, you push this door open, and it, by the way, it is right here for our small map. About like that.
Okay.
You push this door open, and there is the sweet smell of wine and grapes, and it is a small winery. In fact, there are shelves upon shelves lining the entire perimeter of the room filled with bottles of wine. In the middle, you see a big vat and various apparatus for making wine. You see empty bottles, you see corks, you see labels that have yet to be applied, and you see something else. You see it carved into one of the, or cut out of one of the shelves, basically, is a small, maybe 3 foot high golden door with a big golden keychain, and atop it, carved into the gold, sort of around the upper arc of the door, the phrase, "Strength cannot."
What might and strength cannot, probably.
That wizard thing that we saw that asked us for a riddle.
He asked you for a riddle.
Okay, was it a live wizard?
He specifically said, no, it was a statue.
That's what I thought.
And he specifically said, have you found the riddle?
Okay.
There's a doorknob, you said, though? And a keychain?
Yeah, there's a doorknob and a big keyhole.
Oh, a
Can
keyhole.
do what might and strength cannot, probably.
This tool... No.
The ... this tool with, but that doesn't fit anywhere yet. But so far, can do what might and strength cannot all fit together.
Oh boy, can do.
Do we have that gold key?
A soft touch can do what might and strength cannot. Sorry, go on.
Oh, yeah. Let me grab that golden key, please. And the brass one.
And give it to him.
I'd like to look at the brass and gold keys, and because they're different sizes, right?
They are different sizes, and the gold key looks perfect for it.
All right, I'll hand back the brass one, and I will...
All right. You see,
Then I guess, sorry to keep going back.
No, that's
but
fine.
the ... that would make sense. This tool, with a soft touch, can do what might and strength cannot.
Okay.
And maybe it's that sword that needs a soft touch. Who knows? Anyway. Okay, keep going.
I like where your head's at. We'll keep trying to figure it out. What's up with that gold door, though? Can we take that also off the hinges?
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so before you see a Coraline-style long tunnel, maybe about 30 feet. And on the other side, a faint light on what looks like a small little alcove with vials all around it. This beautiful, soft light. It's almost golden, almost heavenly even.
I think I could crawl down the tunnel.
Yeah, hands and knees.
I'll go. Meepo's had enough.
All right.
Stand guard.
You crawl through the tunnel, and yeah.
I'm going to tie my hempen rope off and be like, please hold on to this end.
I love it.
I'm gonna, basically pull my lighter out and be like, going to Blue Island, have a good time.
Shawshank style.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Okay. You crawl into this small, you can kind of pull up and sit kind of with your knees pulled up to your chest, and there's these little tiny baby shelves with empty vials all around you, except on the top shelf, you see this hooded lantern that is giving off a nice, warm light, and glittering beneath it, you see 3 blue potions that look to be healing potions. The lantern itself, the light coming from it, seems to irradiate something unique, something special. It almost feels like the light is shining through you.
I'll think about a living warmth. I can take the hooded lantern like it's typical
It's just
size.
sitting there. Yep. Standard size.
I'm gonna take the healing potions
Okay.
one by one.
Nothing happens.
I'd like to search for notches, please.
Nothing seems to happen. You look around, there's nothing that seems out of the ordinary here.
All right, I will rub my hands together and look back down the hallway at their faces, and
It seems strangely longer, but not like, I guess a little unnatural. I wouldn't, but not like 100 times. It's just like, wasn't this like 30 feet? Now it looks like 50 feet back.
I will pull off the hooded lantern.
Nothing happens.
Before you go out of... Are you still within our sight? How far away from us is he? 30 feet?
Yeah, 30 feet.
I will cast with my spirit totem.
Nice.
Not
I love a good spirit totem.
that one. I think it's
Thing I'm looking for here.
hawk spirit, so you have advantage on perception checks while in the aura of it.
Nice.
Tight.
Cool.
Well, we all do, don't we?
Just you're the only one that's within the. I cast it near you.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see anything else, but as you look at the potions, I think they seem legit. They are 3 potions of cure wounds, or healing potions rather. And the lantern is, as you know, Castle Mac, we rarely do identify checks because nobody has fun with that. It is a lantern of revealing. It's a hooded lantern, and 30 feet in front of you, you can see invisible objects and creatures.
Witcher style, right?
That's exactly right. Yep.
Tight.
You now have a lantern of revealing.
Okay, I'm gonna start crawling back.
Oh wait, that's as far as you had to go?
Yeah.
Never mind. I got confused.
Take that back.
It's fine. It's already done.
You make it back, no problem. In fact,
Wonderful.
no problem.
What did you find in there?
Legitimate healing potions that I don't think are going to have ill effects. The lantern's a lantern of revealing. It should show us any invisible objects as long as we focus it. I'm in fact gonna do it around the winery, like the
And
wine room.
I'll bring my spirit totem back around all of us, so it's granting all of us
Okay.
for advantage on perception checks.
Okay, go ahead and with the lantern of revealing, go ahead and roll perception with advantage, y'all. Oh, this is another one. Thank you. This is Cranio Dad? Thank you, sir. I think that was you. Maybe that was from an older one, but hey, if not, I'll be generous.
That was a 12.
Oh, I rolled a 20.
You did?
I
Nice.
rolled a 20.
Meepo rolled regular, so he got a 23 and I got a 19.
Sweet. All 3 of you, sort of at the same time, see this area of shelf that seemed to be empty. And as you see some wine bottles that seem to be concealed there, you're like, whoa. And it kind of blows in, they kind of phase in and then disappear. See 5 wine bottles that seemed to have previously been invisible.
I would have you, stop.
Yep, I see him.
I would go and inspect them.
As you pull it, it sort of shimmers for a second and is now visible to the naked eye. They are Omnish wine, and the writing on it seems to be complete gibberish. And as you pull the cork off, it kind of, oh my god, it is highly alcoholic. So much so, you could easily make these into Molotov cocktails and have 5 Alchemist fires.
Tight.
I see exactly what you're thinking. And yes, let's do it.
Alright.
Trying to remember exactly what Alchemist Fire does, because I don't think you guys have used those before.
Alchemist fire basically
Have you?
just sticks to something and burns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to get the damage and stuff for it, is what I mean.
I don't remember
I know what it do. Let's see, on a hit, On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. The creature can end this damage by taking its action to make a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish the flame. So basically, you chuck it and it hits a creature, catches that creature on fire.
Tight.
So you have 5 alchemist fires now.
So we each got one. Who wants the second?
Meepo.
Meepo.
He's like, I mean, it's pretty large for him, but he kind of like loops his belt around it. He plants some cloth in it. He's ready to go.
Yeah, we'll. Yeah, and we'll use the extra corks.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll put that in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got them secure.
Yeah, you're good to go with them. They're ready to rock.
Okay, we'll head back down the hallway, get through that door. I'll keep, I'll be doing this move pretty much throughout our entire walk.
Cool, no problem. You make it all the way back to the previous room. There is the statue still in there, if you recall. And then there is the door that you have not yet explored.
Well, that's the one we're going to go through.
There we go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me draw what you see before thee. A set of stairs. And I've kind of got my math off wrong, so I'm going to kind of just do a thing here. There's not really supposed to be a switchback, but those stairs are now a switchback just so I can make it all line up the way it's supposed to. You see... Yeah, I've kind of messed up here. There's supposed to be another little spot right in here. And another door right in there. Sorry about that. And then there's a thing that leads to that. Clearly, well, not clearly, but I think spatially you all are pretty aware. You realize that that leads there. Then you see 2 more doors. So that's a really, really good drawing. I'm glad everyone back home is getting to see that. I'm also reaching like 4 feet away.
Yeah.
But here's the go. You see there are a total of 5 doors right now that you know about.
Okay. We assume spatially that one is
I think it's reasonable to assume that you're sort of... I mean, granted, this place seems a little non-Euclidean at times, but...
Should we just start at the first door and work our way down?
I like that.
I think so.
Okay, still going through here. Anything invisible in the hallway?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. I think we'd like to listen and then open.
At that very first door on the right?
Have advantage for only 1 minute. I don't know if that minute has passed.
So here, I think it has, but I think the lantern will give you guys advantage on perception to spot things.
Okay.
Just because it's revealing things. It even helps with secret doors.
This is the listening.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 21. Here's Meepo's. Oh my god, he got 23
He sure did. Both of you listen at the door, and what you hear is kind of strange. You hear lips smacking, like yeah, like
This is my worst nightmare.
Rosabelle's out.
Lydia
like the
hates
sound of
everything
someone
about
eating
this.
popcorn in a movie theater during a really quiet scene.
Kinda, yeah, but it almost sounds like idly, like just.
I'm seriously out.
Right.
I'm gone.
Lips are moving in there. Just.
How uncivilized. Tell them to stop.
I guess we can open and see what we find.
Okay. You open the door.
I'm gonna have whip at the ready.
Okay. You open the door, and before you is, well, let me describe the room first. A massive room. There's another door down here. And there's a massive room filled with treasure. Treasure piled as high as you can see.
Is there a unicorn?
There's not a unicorn. Treasure everywhere. Piles and piles. Actually, they're a little bit strange. They're neat piles of gold set together almost in geometric shapes. It's kind of hard to see because they're piled so high. And as you walk in, you hear a voice and, oh, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my treasure vault. Take only what you can truly afford.
Sorry, I covered my nose.
Take only what we can truly afford.
I'm trying to go away from the mic. I'm sorry.
You don't by chance have a Celestite unicorn in here?
Oh, what would you want with that? There's everything you could ever want in here.
So, do you have one?
Is that a yes?
I don't... There's everything before your eyes here.
Would a unicorn be before our eyes?
You tell me. I don't have them. And it's just this voice emanating from nowhere.
Do you even know what you have in this room?
Every cent of it.
And there's a door over there.
There is a door over there.
If we just wanted to go through that door and not take anything out of here, that would cost us nothing?
Well, it certainly would. Taking nothing costs nothing, doesn't it? Commerce!
What about breathing air? Does that cost anything from the room?
Hadn't thought of that. No, I'll let it go. Consider it a gift. Say, what did the greedy gold digger say? Mine, mine, mine!
That's quite good.
Yes, I suppose it all makes sense now. Carry on.
All right.
We're getting dungeon madness.
I mean, Meepo is sort of staring at some of the piles of gold like...
It's a trap, Meepo. But let's try for that door. Okay, we're coming in just to go to that door over there.
Good luck then. Fair enough. Thank you for stopping by. And you open this room, and you see something extremely strange. This room is about the same size as the previous room, except it's mostly empty, except for, in the dead center of the room, massive pearly gates. They look like they're actually inlaid with pearl. They're iron gates. On the other side, you can see the other side of the room. Like, you can see through the gates to see the other side of the room. And as you all enter, you hear this heavenly fanfare, like, and a voice booming says, "Beyond these gates lies paradise. Enter them as you entered life, and you may yet find it. Grasp the jewel, grasp the iron, then be whisked away to the truest of rewards."
I will pull out that, blue stone.
Okay.
We've got the jewel, but the iron is probably the...
The gate is iron. It's like pearly, but the bars are like kind of painted white iron. Sorry, good point.
I would take the...
As we came into this world,
Naked.
yes. Do you think we need to be naked?
I'll just start taking my clothes off.
I'm also gonna do it.
Okay. Meatball's like, all right. Takes all his clothes off.
Yes, if they are stripping, so I will hold the blue stone and I'll touch the iron.
I love this so much. All right, you walk up naked as the day you were born, and you touch the iron, and you all see before you, she disappears, and the jewel kind of clatters to the ground harmlessly. Doesn't look like it could break. And you look around, and you hear music, and you're like, and you look around, and you are in the yawning portal, and you're right at the bar, and Dernan is like, "I don't even want to know. This one's on the house." And he pours you a drink, and a couple seconds later, Etrigan shows up like,
Are we naked?
yes. and then Meepo, and then Laluma. Just, you all are completely naked in the yawning portal, and people are all just looking at you, and Dernan's like, "Hello there. I don't understand. This one's on the house. No problem." He pours you all some ales. Shaylee, can you get them some clothes, please? She's like, "Oh, of course." "All right, love."
That's it, huh?
It's not if you want to go back.
We do want to go back.
We do want to go back.
You dropped all your clothes.
And all our shit. I mean,
So
we don't have
the
coins
coin
anymore.
That's true. But you paid the price.
Listen, I just
Oh
want to
yeah, we
say
already did pay the price once, right?
I I just want to stay at the yawning portal and get drunk and just forget this ever happened.
Yeah, we'll finish our drink before we go back.
All right. Shaylee brings you a pair of clothes. Some people are kind of goofing about whatever, but at the same time, people are like, yeah, that makes sense. 3 naked people show up at the yawning portal. Cool.
Like,
the other day, a troll came up out, so yeah, whatever. Durnan doesn't even seem fazed by it.
I don't think we say a word. Just
takes you about another 2 hours. Because you got to walk back there, essentially. And you get there, and the beggar sees you all as you approach. Love it when that one happens. Go on. Your name's still in the book.
we'll walk all the way back and back through the gold room.
Okay.
On our way in, does the mural look any different?
No, it looks exactly the same, as a matter of fact.
Minotaur and all.
Minotaur and all. No additional names are in the book. I mean, as you kind of glance,
Are our
as you
names
look.
crossed out?
No, they're not.
Okay, wonderful.
They are not. Actually, upon closer inspection, it looks like there was a line through yours that was sort of erased.
God damn. Was it drawn and then erased and then drawn?
Yeah, exactly. It's got some eraser marks on it. You get back to the pearly gates room, and all your clothes are just strewed on the floor.
Again, nobody speaking. Just as we get back to the treasure room, question for you.
Of course.
If I leave a bit of gold to add to your treasure,
Ooh, how generous of you.
I'm curious to see what would happen. I'll give 10 gold.
You throw some gold into the pile, or maybe carefully set it down, and in fact something does happen. You all hear the trumpet fanfare from the other room again, and you all are blessed for the duration of the adventure. You feel sort of a...
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah, hashtag blessed.
Oh my God.
Feel sort of a warm light pass around you.
What a blessing.
Thank you, treasure man.
Thank you.
I'll just ask out loud. What tool with a soft touch can do what might and strength cannot?
Ooh, you're so close, but you're missing a piece. Wonderful, wonderful. Not everyone makes it that far. Keep your eyes open, your ears to the ground. Not literally.
All right, we'll walk out of the treasure room
Feeling blessed.
feeling blessed.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, never mind. We'll go ahead.
Meepo's like, well, this is one of the strangest adventures we've had.
I was hoping that would have taken us to like the ethereal plane and then we would have just
Nope,
profited
just
forever.
takes you to the yawning portal.
Well, at least we know a quick way out of here.
True. Though I'd like to keep my belongings.
I don't mind if I have my life,
True.
especially if there's another Minotaur.
Especially if there's another Minotaur. Okay. Let's focus. I'd like to open
Door on the left or door on the right? Your left or your right?
on my right.
Okay.
Going down. So right next to the treasure room.
Can do. Oh boy, can do. You in fact see the following. You all enter right here. And as you open the door and look, I will explain to you what you see. First of all, carved in immaculate letters on the back side of the wall is the term "Get Through." Get through.
G-E-T.
G-E-T.
Get G-I-T.
Get. Go on, get.
Get through.
That's what it says. Go on, get.
Get through. Okay. Sorry. Do we see whatever?
Yes, I'm sorry. Let me get to that point. So the room has a winding path of bright orange tiles that lead from the door that you entered to the opposite door. The walls, aside from that carving, are actually really interesting. They have been painted with intensely detailed murals depicting funerary rituals with dozens and dozens of mages who are all holding the holy symbol of Mystra. So it seems like a strange cross between both divine and arcane. Yeah, they're kind of just in these funerary rites. I mean, all around you looks like these different funerals. Somber for the most part. Nothing looks super joyous, nor does anything look particularly dark. It just looks like rote funerary rites.
Looking at the murals and inspecting the wall, does there look to be any holes where darts could come out of them or something like that?
Make me a perception check.
Use the lantern.
I'll let you roll with advantage as you kind of...
Oh, yeah. That's a 27.
You, in fact, do not see anything all around as you look. No holes, nothing.
Anything on the
No,
tiles?
except that those orange tiles kind of reflect the light and look set apart. The rest of it is just regular stone like you've been used to, but these orange tiles just reflect light back. They seem polished more than stone, not rough.
Gotcha. I think the walls are fine.
Do we follow along on the orange tiles or the other ones?
I don't know. I say,
Let's send the cat.
let's send the cat.
Okay, and what does the cat do?
I'll have her walk on the orange tiles.
Okay, the cat follows the orange tiles, gets to the other door, sits down, starts cleaning herself.
I want to have her walk back, but walk on the non-orange tiles.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. She puts one paw on one of the non-orange tiles, and a voice booms out. Mystra can what Helm cannot. And around you, the murals sort of melt away. And in their place, you see, sorry, I lost my place. You see these mages looking tormented, like they're just under attack now, and some of them look in anguish, whereas before it looked like a rite, now it looks like a Bosch painting. Just people in anguish and just, and you hear this voice, and you see two of the mages in the paintings take notice of you, and they kind of look, and the painting starts moving, and one of them puts his hand on the brick, and you see a blue spectral hand step through, and the other one also steps through. And with that, we're gonna need to roll some initiative, you guys.
I'm really sorry.
Oh no.
For what I've done.
It was clever to do. Just bless not on initiative.
Bless is not on initiative, because Bless is actually a skill check.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, and
Where am I dead?
dead last.
So what happened?
Alright, y'all get to
Step
face
in
some Colgate
undead.
hands.
Well, we stepped on the tile and all of the murals melted, and then
Put those guys on the opposite wall, would ya?
Two like wizards that are probably dead are coming through the walls.
Just like that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okie dokie, everybody rolling an ish?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just roll mine. Ooh, pretty good. All right, let's see if I can remember everyone's name. Illuma.
15.
Liluma. 15. Okay, Roosevelt.
19.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's go Meepo.
Meepo rolled a 1, so he's dead last.
Okay, and Etrigan.
I got a 16.
Okay. All right, well, here we go. Roosevelt, you were up first as these two spiritual creatures just sort of... And they look like mages, but their eyes burn with this blue malice. Just looks like pure hate.
I will hex the one in front of me.
Okay, you do so.
I will affect his constitution saves.
Okay. Constitution ability checks. It's not saves. Hex doesn't affect saves, unfortunately.
Okay.
As tight as that would be.
Whatever. Okay, I will hit him with an Eldritch Blast. And I'm blessed.
You are indeed. Hashtag blessed. Hey, can you rotate the camera slightly there, Mr. Sean?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Perfect.
No, that's a 3. I'm gonna re-roll that though.
Okay, go ahead.
I only re-roll this, not the blast, right?
I think you can re-roll the bless too.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, probably not. It's a D20 re-roll, right?
Whatever.
I think that seems reasonable. There you
There
go.
we go.
That is definitely a hit.
Cool. And so that for that, and then Hex is a D6.
Hex is a D6, right? Oh! You have agonizing blast
I
too, don't
do,
you?
yeah,
How
shit.
much damage is that?
So that's 16, and then I'm it's my con modifier, or my charisma, so now there's 3.
Okay. This thing is like... and the ectoplasm fades out and splatters on the wall, and where it does, it melts the painting a little bit. That thing is dead.
Is it this one?
Yeah, they have a little bit more hit points, but not much. Rolling max damage like that, it's a goner. Speaking of which, it is its turn, and it very quickly, like just faster than even you could track, comes at you, and all you see is this face, like, as it pushes through you and kind of comes on the other side. And I am rolling an attack roll on you. Oh yeah, I got you, Mr. Etrigan. I am gonna need a Constitution saving throw out of you, Etrigan.
I'll go ahead and roll that at advantage.
Yeah, good call.
15. I rolled an 18. Well,
Okay.
I got an 18.
Well, your Constitution save is fine, but you take 17 points of damage.
Oh, I'm down.
My God.
It's just... And you see Etrigan like... Etrigan's hair has streaks of white in it as he hits the ground.
I already got white in my hair.
That's right. Well, now it actually turned black. It went past the spectrum and back around. Etrigan, that'll be a death save, unfortunately.
Oh my God. Here we are again.
Oh, man. This isn't how I want to spend...
Ho, 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 ho. Hold up, though. Y'all sent a cat across, got to the other door, and not a thing happened. And you're like, well, I'm just going to test these negatives now.
It's a fail.
That is one failed death save from Etrigan. Yeah, that would be Liluma. You're up. What you got?
Death saves work on Bless, too? No.
They do.
Yeah.
Bless works on death saves.
It wouldn't have done anything for that one,
yeah.
but just in the future.
Yeah.
Bonus action healing word.
You're back up.
7.
7 hit points back, my dude. You're just on the ground, and you look, and I mean, this specter is looking at you like.
And then, is the specter near me? Where am I?
You're still outside in the hallway, but yeah, you can see it.
Can I cast a spell through?
Yep. Yeah, I think you could even move up to this corner to peek in and see
It
it.
has to be a cantrip, though.
It does have to be a cantrip. That's
Yeah, that's all I got for that. I'm gonna cast Infestation con save, please. 13.
Well, that is a definite
Sick.
fail.
Takes 1d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction. It can move. So I'm gonna roll a d4 for the direction. So 1d6 poison.
It's poison damage.
Yeah.
You see the thing swarming, and they're like burning up as it within the spectral form. But you move it.
It's gonna move 1d4 in a direction of 1d4.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it gives me the direction. So it's gonna move south.
We didn't really specify which way is south, but I think it's that way because you guys came
5
on
feet
the
in a
right
random
door.
direction.
Now in.
That's fine. We'll just say it pushed across you.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. It is Meepo's go.
If the direction roll is blocked, the target doesn't move.
Oh,
So
okay.
we can count
Yeah,
that as
just pop
blocked.
it back in the corner. Nobody puts Ghosty in the corner.
No.
Meepo's gonna attack.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Meepo definitely got him. That will be a sneak attack, but he does not have a magic weapon, right? Okay.
So that is 6. That's 9, so
All right.
4 damage.
You see Meepo like, ah! And I mean, wisps of gossamer are getting kind of torn out from its torso.
He's going to then disengage. Come over on this side.
I did this wrong. He should be there. Okay, cool. Enid, we're back to the top. You're up.
Who?
Sorry, Rosabelle.
Never heard of her.
Rosabelle.
I will bonus action move my hex to that one.
Yep, no problem.
Okay.
He is lehexed.
Lehexed. And I am not adjacent to him because I'm still in the hallway.
You are adjacent to him,
Am I?
actually. Yeah.
Well, that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I know.
And is he engaged with me?
Through the hallway?
Yeah, he's also incorporeal, so he doesn't, like, you see his arm stick through the door. He doesn't care about that.
I care about it.
You can always back up.
I am not going to do
Back.
that.
Okay.
Back it up.
I'll just do
My
this.
daddy taught me good. You still have blast, right?
What's +2 again?
It's
1d4.
24.
To damage?
Duh.
Or
To
attack,
attack
roll?
rolls.
Disadvantage, I rolled a 10, and then I'm a +4.
That is a hit.
Okay.
You got him.
Tight. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. I mean, it tears into him. You're just like, ah, fire off. And it kind of forces him against the wall behind him, and bits of his like gossamer body kind of spills out on the wall. And again, it kind of eats away at the paint on us. You can see this like splatter pattern there.
Splatter patter.
Yeah, it's a splatter pattern. Okay. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
All right, I know, Enid, you've been attacked so much, but
Who's
this,
Enid?
it doesn't, oh my God, Rosabelle, it just doesn't make sense. He sort of through the wall and pushes right through you. He misses. As you sort of see this, and his mouth opens unnaturally wide as he pushes towards you, you quickly kind of duck to the side, and it comes on the other side and sort of like its body reforms as it realizes it misses you. It misses you. Come back. Etrigan.
Shit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull out my knife that I got in the Sunless Citadel,
True.
and I'm gonna draw a 20-foot line that I just carved
Yes!
across.
Nice.
Because undead need to make a wisdom save.
Undead need to make a wisdom save to pass it.
I
Yep.
realize there's other rooms they might be able to come in.
No, but still. Oh yeah, you're just... And in fact, it seems to recoil a little bit, and the blade kind of glows.
And I'll be like, get in the room if you can.
Nice. Very nice.
I'll end it over here, because that'd be my action, I'm pretty sure to...
Yeah, I think so. Liluma.
I'll get in the room. I'll disengage and get in the room.
Okay. Disengage, get in the room. Get in the room.
Thanks.
No problem. And finally, it is Meepo.
Meepo is going to... He's going to get right here, and he's going to throw a dagger.
Oh, nice.
And he's got an ally within 5 feet, that still count? Or is it a melee weapon?
I think it's a melee weapon, but I'll look it up real fast because I want to know.
I don't
'Cause
play them
Meepo's-
roguies.
I know, Meepo's the hero. Oh, he'll still get sneak attack. I was going to look up if he gets pack tactics.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
know.
what it
I don't
is.
know
Yes,
that he gets
that's what I
pack
mean.
tactics.
Oh, actually, it's probably on his sheet.
And an attack roll against a creature if at least one of it is within 5 feet of the creature, and I believe he does actually get pack tactics, and the creature and the ally isn't. Yeah, he gets pack tactics. God, kobolds are. In fact, here's what happens.
Let me just roll it, man.
Oh yeah, roll it. An extra sneak attack too, extra d6.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Roll all dice.
Well, that's
All right.
yeah.
Rosabelle, you feel a little hand on your belt, and he's like, come on, I got you, and sort of starts tugging you, and as he does, a dagger right by you, and it just spins right into the specter's face. It's like, and it just dissipates into nothing.
Fucking Meepo forever.
Meepo.
Meepo is the strongest member of this party.
Is there anything written on the walls?
Well, there was
already read it.
Oh, the
get
thing we already
through
got.
that you saw. So what do you got now? You got get through,
So, yeah, I'm wondering if maybe scratch what we had and blah, 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 what might and strength cannot get through. Or
Change the...
Oh, yep. Thank
a
you.
soft touch can do...
Here, I'm going to give you this for helping me out with the battle cam.
cannot.
It's hard to remember.
This tool with a soft touch can do what might and strength cannot. Seems the most likely for what we have already. I don't know.
Let's see what's on the other side of the door. Perhaps we'll get more answers.
You walk along the path very carefully.
Walk along the avenue. Never thought I'd meet like you. I'd meet by me.
Okie dokie. You walk into the next room. Sorry, one second. Let me just read this thing. Sorry about that. These things are so much harder to prepare for because there's very specific stuff. Okay, cool. Oh, I love this. All right, you walk into this room, and there is a mirror, or there are mirrors all along the floors, walls, and ceilings. As you look at them, you can tell that they aren't what the actual wall is. They are mirrors mounted to those surfaces. In the center of the room, you okay? You need a little break there? You see a pedestal, and there is a Celestite unicorn rearing back. And around the pedestal, you see some runes carved that say, "Everything you see is mine." Doesn't seem like it's presented in the same way as the other pieces. It says, "Everything you see is mine." As you all walk into the room.
That is some bullshit.
We probably can't take that until we solve the riddle.
Or ever.
Everything you see is mine.
And the mirrors are somewhat disorienting as they're infinity mirrors.
Can we see ourselves in them?
Oh, yeah.
What if you can't see? What if you blindfold yourself? I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Because fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll do it too.
Okay. Yeah, Meepo's
Bird box it?
all right.
Yeah, let's bird box.
You go full bird box. Which one of you grabs the unicorn?
I'll do it. It was a great
Etrigan?
idea.
Etrigan, you feel your way up and you feel the marble pedestal and wrap your hands around this smooth unicorn. It's about this big, all in all. Grab it off the pedestal. Nothing happens. You kind of feel your way back and you feel Meepo tugging on you a little bit. And he's like, "I think it's over here." And you kind of feel yourself leave the threshold of the room. And nothing happens. You have the unicorn. Here you go, my dude. Oh, you already have one.
Can we please make our way back to that golden trumpet, yawning portal naked room? Oh no, but then we won't have the... Damn it.
All that's left is the sword, my friends. Let me, I'll to save you all time, I'll let you know if there's something else that you have to get to solve that puzzle, but I don't think there is.
But we need that sword to solve the puzzle.
No. You have what you came for, but you might have everything you need to solve that puzzle. I don't know. That's up to you guys.
Do we even have to solve the puzzle? Can we just waltz out of
You
here
can.
with the unicorn?
But you're so close. You don't
Okay,
need
we've
the
got
sword.
get through, can do, this tool with, what might and strength cannot, a soft touch. People at home, if you want to help us out,
Sure, chat, jump in, unless you've played it before.
Okay.
then stay the fuck out. Just kidding.
All right, you've got get through, can do, utter. No, those two you can nix.
Yeah.
They're not part of this.
I need a piece of paper.
Get through, can do. This tool with what might and strength cannot. A soft touch.
A soft touch, this tool with a soft touch can do what might and strength cannot. Makes sense as a sentence.
Yeah.
Can do doesn't fit in there.
Can do.
So in my head, we might be missing a piece of it.
Since it is getting a little bit late, I will just tell you guys you are not missing a piece.
Oh, okay.
What did you say? This tool with a
Oh, a soft, this tool with This tool with a soft touch can do what might and strength cannot.
Isn't that all the... Oh, we have
Get
that.
through. So that doesn't make sense with that. Get through this tool with a soft touch. Oh, no.
Wait, hold on. This tool with a soft touch can get through what might...
No, there's no can get through.
Oh.
Can do get through.
This tool with a soft touch can do...
I'm thinking it's... So our options are what might and strength cannot, and that's the end of it, or erase everything we already thought and try and work from what might and strength cannot get through.
What might and strength cannot get through.
What might and... Oh, yeah. What might and strength cannot get through, this tool with a soft touch can do.
Boom. Before we go back to that, though,
Yes.
I want to look at that sword room.
You want to look at that sword
Oh
room?
my god, don't do it. We don't need it.
My man wants to look at that sword room. I'm going to let my man look at that sword room.
Let me look at the sword room.
Okay. Go to the table for me a little bit. My dude, my ladies, this is what you see. Oh, let's show the audience. Why not? Just a bunch of tits. That's okay, right?
That one looks like it's making like a confused face.
What are you guys doing?
Oh my god, that looks like Milo from... What's that band? Do you know what I'm talking about?
yes.
Oh, the Descendants?
Yeah.
No, the Replacements? No, it is the
Descendants.
Descendants. Yeah, you're right. Man, it totally does. That is, in fact, smoke.
He's like, everything's so nice.
The chains.
Oh my god, there's so many of him.
This is my favorite dungeon.
I just have to do this real quick, Sean. I gotta give these angry eyebrows. There you go. Yes, the chains hold these discs aloft, and below you can see boiling, thick smoke.
Just for everybody at home.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Can't even see it. Just so long.
2 divine advantages, a room full of 8 discs hanging from chains, and a beautiful looking sword at the end. It's a nice sword.
How much did Bola say who's paying us for this uniform?
250 gold, I think, total.
Ready. 2 will have to go on it each time to counterweight.
I love it.
What do you think, Meepo?
Well, I wouldn't counterweight anybody here. I could try to go it myself.
How much does he weigh?
Like 40
The
pounds.
same weight as a leaping frog.
Probably about there. Yeah, I think that's fair.
And how much can he leap?
He could leap enough. He could make it to the adjacent one.
But it doesn't seem like Meepo would struggle leaping more than a human would struggle with his little
He's
tiny legs.
He's exhausted,
yeah,
and
never
his
mind.
strength score is pretty low.
Never
so.
mind.
Remember,
have
jumping
a-
is strength related.
I have a -1 strength, so
Yeah.
I'm not real stoked to attempt this.
But she saw that they could swing. She did see that.
They
from her
seem to be free hanging, and they're just perfectly balanced themselves.
fucking going for it.
Going for it? Oh, I love it.
I'll
love
hold on
this.
to that unicorn though.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I would
Okay.
take
You
it.
would, yeah, coming. What if you just took it and you're like, fuck y'all, and then started leaving?
Yeah, I'll tie the rope off and be like, just remember I got the unicorn.
Throw me the whip. All right.
Oh man, I'm gonna have my whip out.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
Because there's a chain up, right?
There's a chain up, and I mean, you can look up. Yeah, they're hanging about 30 feet below, but I think it's more than reasonable that you could.
My dude,
to
I'm gonna
at least, yeah,
just to pull myself
yeah,
over.
to at least give you. I will give you advantage.
And I'll kind of continue to do that and swing across. Yes, I knew this whip
That's
was a
so
good
tight.
idea.
It is an athletics check, but I'm going to give you advantage because you have the whip, and you were also blessed. So here, let's put our characters where they are. Okay, because it could matter.
So let me see how many checks I gotta make. I'm assuming is it one to get on?
No, I think you can leap to the first one, no problem.
1, 2,
There's
3,
a chain on
4,
the ceiling?
5, 6.
They're all hanging from a chain.
Oh.
There's like a clasp up there.
So I need to do 14 checks, is that correct?
Yeah, it would be 14 checks. And, based on where you are, based on how hard you fail it, you may not necessarily fall, but it may make your life more difficult.
Okay.
Okay, so the first jump requires nothing.
No.
You can, and I mean, when you hit it, yeah, the momentum and the weight, it sways, and you're like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Lydia?
Yes.
I'm gonna make you do this. Can you get a D100 and keep it handy? And in fact, when he leaps over there, can you roll that D100?
Absolutely.
It's probably nothing.
They're gonna collapse. All right. This is this after the first one.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that D100 for the first one.
Right now?
Yes, please. Okay. All right, you're kind of swinging a little bit, loose the whip.
And then I'll.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a.
You grab the other side, you pull with the whip, jump at the same time, and you land on that one, and now it starts swaying.
Only the penitent
Lydia,
man can pass.
D100, please.
What is the sword attached to?
It is hanging from a gossamer thread. It looks like maybe spider silk. D100, please. Every time he lands. Okay, nothing happens. Next check.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Well, that was a 9 that I had
Yeah.
there, so that's an 11. So that was a 10. So I'm going to
Okay.
roll. Okay, so that's a 12.
You make it. Hey, just a reminder. Your bear totem can give it. Oh, he's already has advantage.
I've already
Never mind.
used
yeah,
mine.
That's right. Yeah, you get to the third one, and now looking back at your allies, all like waiting in the door, nothing happens. You're just sort of, they're all like,
Yes.
no problem. The next one, you feel like you've got it underfoot. You jump, grab the chain, swinging, and like you sort of have to reorient because of the momentum.
All right.
Yep. Good to go. Whew. Leap there. Okay. Keep going. You're almost there. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Whew. You guys are watching, and he's got a rhythm down now. Just swings, jumps. That's a 50. Good to go. Next one. Oh my god. Yes. No problem. You
Last
make it.
one to get there, right?
Yeah.
And it's a flying sword that I can just hold up to the hill,
That's
right?
it. Yeah, it's no problem.
Okay, that is a... That was a 14. That's a 13.
That's no problem. You land, and you're sort of swinging, and the blade is just hanging right there. And in fact, it almost seems to magically follow where you're at. It is this beautiful short sword. It's a little like fat. It almost flares out and comes down. It sort of looks like, almost like a spade, like was pulled long. And you see these runes all around it. And at the bottom of the blade, you see 2 lightning bolts pointing out.
Okay. Holding on here, does it look like I need to cut the web?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's hanging from the handle by like a thin web.
All right. I'll still kind of keep the whip
yeah.
around my arm, and I will cut the web and try to grab the sword.
All right, you grab the sword, and it feels perfectly balanced. You sort of swing it around a little bit, swing it one time. You can see these elvish runes sort of start to glow in the side. And my dude, you have found a lightning blade. It is a short sword, just like Flame Tongue. You can use a bonus action, lightning to come down the blade to do an extra 2d6 of lightning damage. It's also +1.
I actually can't use short swords, but...
Really? Oh, they are martial, aren't they?
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, sorry, my dude. I guess Meepo got a new blade.
I'll give it to Meepo.
Or you can sell it.
+1 lightning blade. I'm just going to put that down. This was more just...
I mean, can't we use short swords?
You can't. You can...
As a druid?
I think
Oh,
you...
yeah, no.
No, I don't know.
I don't know if I can.
No, you cannot. Elves can, but you're a half-elf.
Yeah.
Elves get martial training. I think the only person in the party who could use it is Beepo.
Beepo.
Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Dude, he's fucking earned it.
Yeah, he has. All right, now, the return trip. You know what? You could use it minus proficiency, which, I mean, sucks, but you wouldn't get your +2 to hit. You can still do it. And you can always take a feat that lets you get proficiency with it, if you really want it.
We'll hold on to it. So that was a 12.
And you're good. Next one. You've stowed the blade. You're good. Oh my god, your percentage dice are so good. Keep it coming, keep it coming.
Yes.
No problem. Oh, whammy! Roll me a d6. I'm sorry, roll me a d4.
4.
Cool, okay. You hit this one and you hear this sort of scratching sound and then little leathery flapping wings as these strange looking creatures. I'm not even going to make you roll it. You fought some of these in the Sunless Citadel. These mephits fly up out of the smoke.
Methods.
Mephheads. And now we're going to have to roll initiative, I'm afraid.
I mean, we can see, right?
You can totally see them. And Sean, I'm going to call it your action to jump to each one. If you want for your turn, you can spend the action to disengage and make the jump. Like that'll be your whole turn.
Okay, yes.
But you can essentially progress that way. Okay.
Okay. 6.
I got a terrible initiative.
Okay, here we go. Liluma.
19.
Ooh, a good one this time around. Okay. Rosabelle.
3.
Okay, a really bad one this time around.
Yep.
Meepo.
6, and I also got a 6.
Okay. I'll let you go first, unless you'd rather him. And that means he's going to be right here. So, Liluma, you're up first as you look up and see these things sort of... And they're surrounded in dust. They look pretty crazy.
Is it a beast or creature?
It's definitely a creature. That's what it looks like.
And do you think it has an intelligence rating of 4 or higher?
They seem to be coordinating with each other.
How high is a 4 intelligence?
That's dumb. That's like a horse.
Okay. Okay, if that's the case, I will. Sorry, but y'all about to get some fleas.
Get fleas!
I can cast out 30 feet. Is this dude probably within range?
How far was the range?
30 feet.
Yes, totally.
Con save, please.
Okay. Fails.
1d6 poison and the random direction doo-doo. 2 poison.
Okay.
And d4. It moves 5 feet to the east. Okay.
You don't see that it has any effect on him. Now, part of that could just be the dust swirling around it, but it is now their turn, and this one flies directly at you all, inhales, and powerful dust like sand blasting blasts all of you right there. I need you guys to make me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, please. Not you. You're good. Oh, for Meepo. I'm sorry. Don't forget to add your bless.
Oh, okay. I got
Add your bless.
What was the DC? I'm sorry.
10.
Pass.
Still passed.
You all shield your eyes as you just feel like a horrible wind filled with dust and sand just kind of raking across you. This next one also flies that way. They're kind of chittering. I need you guys to make that save again.
Ooh.
Don't forget bless.
What do I add?
D4.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
What are we rolling again? Sorry.
Oh my god, no. I didn't. Oh,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13?
Yeah, 13, you're good. Okay, Lydia, did you fail?
3, 4, 5, yeah.
You are blinded.
Oh, shit.
It just... You can repeat your saving throw at the end of each of your turns, but you are blinded for 1 minute.
Neato.
These other two, however, come and try to attack you. Okay.
I'd like you to roll a disadvantage, my dude.
I will. Both of them? Both attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. Can do. Well, one of them hit you, the other one did not. And
I forgot to take that healing potion before, so let's see.
4 points of damage, sir.
Okay. Drink that Healy boy.
Yeah. And with that, it is your turn, Etrigan.
Okay, I'm gonna drink that healing potion.
Wait, did you have that method move in that random direction?
It did, and then it flew at you guys.
Is it 2d4?
Healing potion?
Yeah.
Yep, 2d4.
I can never remember. +2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 7. Okay. Slightly better. Okay, so that was my bonus action. I can take my action to disengage.
Yep, because it's basically your move to make the jump.
Okay. Made it.
With a 20, you leap, ride the momentum, and immediately roll to the next one. And as you do, and kind of grab it, land on your feet, hanging on it. It's swinging kind of wildly.
Yeah.
But you made some really good progress there. Meepo.
Okay. Meepo can't get up in that doorway, huh?
I think he can. He can get right here.
All right. He will get right here, and he will attack that one right next to Rosabelle.
Method.
I don't know. So that is 14.
That is a hit.
All right. That would be 12 damage.
Okay. He is just like, and it cuts deep into that thing, and its wings sort of flap against it, and it's stuck to the blade for a second, and Meepo has to kind of pull backwards, and he almost topples backwards to pull the blade out of it, and as he does, sand and dust are spraying out of the wound. It's not dead, but it looks pretty hurt.
Meepo was in Sunless Citadel.
Yeah, he was.
There were mephits in there. Would he know anything else about mephits?
I think it is very reasonable to assume that, especially seeing the wound spraying, Meepo is like, watch out when they die, they explode!
He will, in fact, disengage.
Yep. And with that, Rosabelle.
You mean, oh yeah, Rosabelle.
Rosabelle's blinded, but she will disengage.
Okay. You're just like, disengage action, pull back.
Yeah.
Wait, how are you blinded?
Because of that, it blew that smoke in her face.
Where am I at?
You passed your save.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know where my head's at. It's
And
my turn.
It is your turn.
Can I
Oh, yeah, make your saving throw, yep. Con save. Oh, yeah, you rub your eyes and blink really hard. You're back.
How do I make a ranged attack?
Just regular.
How do I...
What are you casting a spell to make a ranged attack?
A spell called I'm back in the health up and throwing some Alchemist fire.
Tight, yeah, so you'll use your dex plus your proficiency mod.
Dex plus proficiency.
I think it's technically a improvised weapon, so you don't get your proficiency mod.
Yeah.
It'll be +2 and
So
just
plus your
+2.
dex, yep. Plus your bless. Plus dex, plus bless. That's
Plus
a definite
D4.
hit. Yeah, you don't need to roll the d4, but you would.
But the d4 damage.
Yep, d4 damage.
So 3 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
So you know how really fine dust goes up like that? It's... and you see sand and dust like just shower all over the place. Does not hurt his buddy, it seems, but he completely explodes as a result of that fire damage. And it is their turns. This one gets to the door and is kind of snapping at you all, but does not leave the door. And it looks like it's like trying to spit that sand at you again, but like just a couple of wisps are coming out, and you see its neck kind of bulge, like it's trying to repair that. Meanwhile, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
The one down here gets just underneath you as you're trying to swing. You're blasted by dust. You're good to go. You shield yourself back. You pull your cloak to the side.
My shamog.
Yeah, and you just, oh yeah, that's right, you did have a shamog, didn't you? It's like slamming into your arm, quite painful. And as you shield yourself, you see the other one do the same. Another con save, my dude.
I don't know. So, wait, actually, no. That is... Oh, yeah, my con's pretty tight. That was 9, that's 12.
You're good to go. Again, you're just like kind of whipping around. In fact, this time you swing the disc a little bit to kind of put your back to it. I mean, you feel the sand just biting into you, but you do, in fact, avoid it.
I had to do it.
With that, it would be Etrigan's turn.
All right, I'll do the same disengage and swing across that I've been doing.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you got a 6 there.
Oh, yeah, that's... So that's 10. That's a 9, man, because it's athletics.
It is indeed athletics.
That's a 9.
All right. You all see Etrigan jump, try to swing. His whip doesn't connect. He clambers on the disc. Make me an acrobatics check here. Or, you know what, make it a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
You find yourself prone, and you like slide to the side, and you're sort of holding onto the disc just barely. You rolled high enough to keep your whip in your hand without like instinctively dropping it to grab, and you're sort of swinging now. I think it will take your action. Basically, I'm going to make you lose your disengage action next turn. As you have to like, it's not just standing up. It's not like standing up from prone. Yeah. You have to like re-get your bearings and re-get your footing. So it'll take your action to do that, essentially. You're not prone, though.
I am stable where I'm at.
You're stable. Yeah, I mean, you clamber and like, oh God, like grab the chain. But it's swaying wildly because you hit it so bad. It's like bumping into the other one in front of it. Meepo.
Meepo will come right up in here and...
Doesn't he have Alchemist Fire too? He has 2 flasks.
Yeah, he does. But his sneak attack is stronger.
He won't get sneak attack there.
Oh, that's right. He will still get advantage because...
Nope.
Because it's not there.
Yep.
So a D8 is still better. Yeah, he's still going to attack
okay.
the rapier.
Cool.
Let's see, that's 9. That's 14.
That is a hit.
For 10 damage.
Oh, yeah. Tears into it. Standard, like, rips across. Sand goes blasting out of the side, and then I assume he bonus action disengages.
That's exactly it.
Okay, and Rosabelle, you're up.
Rosabelle's going to stand back a little bit more, and then she'll hit the one behind Etrigan.
Oh, this one back here? Mm-hmm. Cool.
How long has it been since I hexed that thing?
Did you get teleported to the yawning portal beforehand? I think you
No, it was
did.
after.
I don't think you fought since the yawning portal.
No, we did. We fought the wizards.
The spec.
You did fight the specters since then, and you did hex him. Yeah, you totally have your hex left.
Okay.
Yeah, you're totally right.
I'll hex that one.
Okay, cool. He is hexed.
That's so well.
Oh, thank you, Plays Chess at Work. Appreciate that. You guys got a much needed divine advantage roll.
I'll leave
Appreciate
that one for Sean.
Yeah, he's gonna need it. He's almost out though.
Okay, so...
Oh, that's a total hit. Yes.
Okay. So he's hexed, so I've got you, and I need you, and my dream team.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
You wrecked him. He is not quite dead. You just see the blue bolt just kind of, and dust and sand kind of spray everywhere, and it lets out this, and it kind of clambers onto that swinging disc. But it is still alive.
Did we already roll the effect for that disc?
We triggered it.
Yeah.
Oh, we already did?
Yeah, we triggered it. It was these guys showing up.
Oh, that's all that it was? Oh,
What did you have to roll below?
25.
Oh.
You rolled hot.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you are up, Liluma.
nothing that I can use.
Got any healing words left?
Who took...
Your boy is not looking great, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I didn't know how bad you looked. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Mm-hmm. So bonus action, I will... Oh my god, how do I have no battery? Healing word... 5.
Nice.
And for my action, where could I go on my computer? That was my last spell. I feel like I have nothing that I can do. I probably have like... Just gonna throw my fucking scimitar at that thing. Like...
All right, now throw a scimitar.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you a plus your dex. It's an improvised weapon to throw it. And don't forget you're blessed. Add in that d4. Oh! You're just like, man, I hate this. Yeah, go ahead. You got a crit.
1d6 plus double
2d6.
Right?
Yep, 2d6.
2d6 plus 2, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Plus your dex mod. So the scimitar just... as it rips through it, sand is just... and dust. It completely gets decimated, and you hear a clink, 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 clink down in the darkness.
What the heck?
That was cool.
You're like, okay.
All right, gonna see if these guys recharge. Far one, no. Close one, yes. This close one swoops around to the front of you. Need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, my duder.
I will go ahead and use
Do it.
advantage on that.
Do it. Spend the last of the divine advantages. You need it. Oh, yeah. Again, just you pull your cloak up, knowing it's coming now. And I mean, it's just the pelting of sand, like when you're in the wind and sand is slamming into your face. You block it all, though. You can feel it in your hair. Meanwhile, this one comes swooping up, and you hear its little leathery wings as it comes up behind you to attack.
I'm a 16.
He gotcha. Oh, he gotcha. For 5 points of damage. Is that my d4? No, it's yours. Do we have matching d4s?
Yes.
Aww. They're buddies. They're BFFs. Okay, it kind of claws into you a little bit as you're getting back up to your feet. Here's the nice thing about this jump. You'll only provoke an attack of opportunity from him, not the other one. But it is your turn, Etrigan.
So my action...
Your action is to get ready to jump. You have to manipulate the disc as it's swinging and you're just holding on.
I'll jump, man.
Do it. Oh yeah, no problem. Whew, you make it to that and you're looking, everyone, you just see him on the last disc as that one does claw at you as you leave.
Yeah.
Does get you.
What if it took you down?
4 points of damage.
It's getting me pretty damn close.
What are you at?
6.
And with that, it is Meepo's turn.
Meepo will drop his rapier immediately and draw a short bow.
Oh yeah.
Is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
He will fire at...
Yeah, he does have advantage and will trigger sneak attack.
You?
That's a definite hit.
A short bow's D6.
D6, yes sir. Plus sneak attack. Yeah.
So 5... 7 damage on that boy.
Okay, that was the one that was hurt before, wasn't it?
It was.
So what I need from you, my dude, is to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 18.
As it explodes in a shower of dust, it's the same dust just tearing into you in sand, and you have to block it or else you would have been blinded, but you didn't. You live.
Oh my god.
This last one is looking hurt as well, I believe.
And
it
is
is
hexed.
your turn.
Do it.
That's a hit.
Get it.
6. 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh, yeah.
11 damage.
As Etrigan manipulates this to swing, Meepo stands ready to catch him, leaps across. You blast that into a cloud of dust. Question for you guys. We're obviously very near the end. Would you guys rather take a break and play for 20 minutes after, or just ride it out for the next 20 minutes? You guys
Just
doing
ride it
okay?
out.
Okay,
Just write
cool.
it out.
All right, just looking out for you guys. Here we go. You're all done.
Let's just visit that.
I'm gonna roll over on my bed.
Oh, yeah. You're covered in dust. It's in every possible orifice imaginable, like you've just been at the beach.
I'll give him my healing potion.
Nice.
I'll, kind of pat you, shaking your shoulder and be like, thank you.
I told you it was a dumb
Thank you.
idea.
It was, but I had to do it. I mean, he's got jeweler's tools. I think he has the covetous nature of dragons
dragon,
a little
yeah.
bit.
Yep.
So, I mean, he saw a shining sword and it's kind of like, yeah, but...
What if I could? Alright.
All right, let's go solve that riddle in the room.
Yes,
the riddle
we have
solving.
the unicorn no matter what.
I've got the unicorn.
All right,
Let's go
let's go.
visit the wizard.
Okay. You make your way back.
Wait,
Yep.
should one of us just leave now with the unicorn? No, that's a silly idea. Never mind.
We'll just stay together.
All or nothing.
I always have a hard time finding that spot. Ah, here we go. Okay, you make your way back to that wizard, and just like before, entertain me. Have you found it? The riddle.
What did we decide?
I
What
thought
was
you wrote
it?
down.
It was get through.
Wait.
Oh my god.
What might and strength cannot get through?
Yeah, what might
This-
and strength cannot get through.
Oh, this tool with a soft touch can do what might and strength cannot get through.
You say that, and nothing happens.
Okay. I think it was another thing.
Invert it the way you had it.
What might and strength cannot get through, this tool with a soft touch can do.
Well done. Well done indeed. And a gift well earned. I hope you've enjoyed your time here. I've enjoyed watching you. Have a pleasant day. And this little alcove underneath the statue slides out. And you see these 4 kind of tiny, almost adorable. They almost look like rock candy, they're on the sticks. Except they're all white. Looks like crystalline of some sort. And it's got a silver sort of handle to it. These 4 little wands.
I will take one.
I will take one.
Meepo will take one.
Meepo reaches in. Congratulations. You have beaten Blue Alley. And in Castle Mac DM form, I'm going to give you something way too powerful. You each have a wand with 1 casting of wish.
But we'll never use these characters again.
Oh,
Joke's on us.
joke's on you. There you go. When we revisit these characters, you have 1 wand of wish.
Even Meepo?
Even
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Meepo has a little baby wand of wish.
Meepo wishes he was level 20.
It's a one-shot. I don't care.
Fuck yeah.
We'll see where this bites me in the ass in 6 months. When we're like, let's just pick up the Yawning Portal characters. Like, okay, I use wish, and I'm like, oh shit. Why
We
did
all
I do
use
that?
wish.
There you go.
Yes.
I love it.
I mean, why not?
I mean,
Y'all got every single room in Blue.
this was a
Blue
really
Alley.
fun puzzle.
It was super fun.
Was good.
It was
I
super
really
fun.
liked the specters.
Yeah, we'll end it here. I will say this. This is a fantastic little adventure. If you have not run this, do check it out. There is more after this. We're going to cut that because it's 10:30 already. But normally what happens is when you leave Blue Alley, the unicorn starts talking to you telepathically and is like, hey, I'm a real unicorn and I've been trapped. Do not give me to someone. I don't want to be a collectible. Help me get set free. So it sets up this whole future adventure you can do. In our thing, it's not. It's not.
Let's play that adventure with these characters.
With our wand wishes.
Okay, you got it. We'll pick up there then. Next time we play these characters, we will pick up with the Celestite Unicorn, a continuation of Blue Alley.
I love it. So good.
Tight.
Cool. You guys enjoy it?
I loved it.
It was great, wasn't it? We don't normally play trap puzzle heavy stuff. I actually really, really enjoyed it. It was very different for us.
Fun. It was nice to activate our brain. I love having to do stuff with words. That's like one of my fave things.
That was cool. It
felt like we were in a D&D escape room.
Yeah, I loved watching you guys puzzle through that, but you did get there.
I loved having to jump on the Milo boobies.
Yeah.
That was awesome. You killed it on that. That was super cool. So Indiana Jones, using the whip and swinging and grasping.
Remember I did that in the Sunless Citadel, and on the other side there was that closet. I was like so triumphant that I made it across the chasm. You're like, the closet comes out.
Hey, you lived, and now you have a wish spell.
You have a tiny
a
little
one-use wish. You guys would each get. I'm just gonna make it. I don't know. 70 gold pieces from Volo. I think we'll level up. Yeah. Let's go ahead and let Meepo be one level behind y'all. Yeah. Meepo can be level 3. You guys can level these characters up to 4.
We're not giving it to Volo.
Yeah, we'll pick up. You guys are going to have to help me remember this. The next adventure we do with these characters will be the adventure of the Celestite Unicorn.
Yeah,
we'll
so
pick
we
up
don't have any gold.
I see where you're going. Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, you guys have no extra gold from Volo, but you do have a sweet lightning sword. You can just add flame tongue, but know that it is lightning instead of fire.
Okay.
That's it. That's all we got. That's all we got. Little tiny little baby wish wands. Little baby rock candy wish wands. All right, I gotta ask around the table, what was y'all's favorite room in the whole Blue Alley? I'll start with you, Sean.
Oh man, that's pretty tough.
I know.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, what you got?
I liked the room where we stripped down to our birthday suits and then teleported to the fucking yawning portal.
That was so funny. And by the way, you guys would have been able to get out from that same room, but now the voice would have been like, by the way, you don't have to strip naked. Like, it would have made a joke about how it's... Honestly, there's a wizard watching this all for his own amusement. Like, he's just bored. He's like, oh, someone's in. And he's like, all right, come on, guys, let's watch this. And they just watch.
It's basically the Wizard Super Bowl. Like, we were the team.
Tonight was the Wizard Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
And they put bets on whether you, like, well, they do look like they're industrious, but no, I think they're going to die. All right, and I'll bet you. They bet magic items on whether or not you're going to die.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I loved it. So yeah, that room was super funny. How about you, Raven? You got a favorite room?
Not necessarily room, but I really liked where you tricked Sean.
Oh my god. That was great. That was awesome.
And he was...
What a devious little room. It's like, hey, there was a trap here, but you guys are fine. The trap...
I do think that entire... I will consider all of the secret rooms
that's kind of one area.
Section.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that was pretty good.
But I think, for me, mostly that one specific thing I like the most because it seemed like the one time that the DM gets to be like, fuck you. Like, I know you're not going to get this.
Yeah, I loved it. I knew it was coming.
It was the nice competitiveness in this one where it, like, that's not typically how we play, but it was fun to be like, go fish, bitch.
Yeah, that crossbow one was so devious, man. I loved it so much.
Oh, is there anything with that arrow?
Yeah, it's a really nice arrow. I mean, I think it's worth like 40 gold pieces. It's not magical though.
What was that rug gonna do to us? But just get us.
Yeah, so you guys got around that. It is it's called Sovereign. It's coated in Sovereign glue, which basically like it's inescapable. Like once you get strapped, and if you remember in the mural, you saw people against geometric shapes that looked starving because you basically get stuck to the Sovereign glue. Yeah. What normally happens though is a voice, there's magic mouths everywhere, and he basically is like, make me laugh and maybe I'll release you, and you basically have to come up with like a joke or something to get to let him let you go. You have to entertain him. He's all about getting entertained. That's the whole point.
I love it.
Yeah.
I was good. I mean, given I also loved the.
Wait, what was up at the room with the? There was a room.
Oh, the copper rods. You did not. That's the one room you guys didn't do. So that's cool. Remember, there were two split paths. One is called the high road, and one is called the low road. You guys went the low road because you had to go down into the pit. In the other one, you go in, anti-gravity gets cast, and those rods start shooting electricity across, and you slowly float into them. You have to figure out how to get past them or get around them. You could use the whip to pull yourself, but you're slowly floating up towards electricity.
We just start burping, man.
Yeah,
I learned that already.
That's exactly right.
I do the Indiana Jones theme, the jumping over here, and the blade stairs were
the blade stairs were awesome.
The blade stairs were probably my favorite for the. I thought that the checks were just right with the way that they worked.
Yeah, the way you had to choose. Are you going to go slow, fast, or normal? Both have their advantages and pitfalls.
Yeah.
Right? You have to make more, but it's less risky individually. Yeah, that was great. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. That was super fun. We'll be back next Sunday with Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And by the way, for those of you hanging out with us tonight, I know there's a big game on. You can hear it here first. We are going to be doing Storm King's Thunder next. We will likely be wrapping up Waterdeep Dragon Heist in 6 or 7 episodes-ish. Maybe a couple more, maybe a couple less. We will come back to those characters every now and again, but they are not going to be the main focus after we wrap that up. There is stuff to wrap up with them and their backstories, particularly the Feywild being a big one, as you've seen the hints at what's going on in the depths, and even some of Whistler's intrigues in the Hells. However, they will not be the main Sunday crew any longer. They'll be our one-shot kind of go-to when we want two characters. So, you heard it here first. Thanks again for joining us. Let's get out of here. Let's go find somebody to raid. See ya!